Hey, we're live now.
Alrighty, awesome.
How's it going, everybody? This is Yelsraek. I am here with Von.
What's up?
And we are here for part 2 of the Final Fantasy IV Any % No Credit Warp live tutorial. Vonnie did the honors of showing me how to become, what was it, a virtuous paladin.
Yes.
And now he's going to help me become a horrible glitcher, I think it was.
Yeah, a naughty glitcher.
A naughty glitcher.
Yes. So yes, I made you attain the pinnacle of virtuehood, and now you will devolve into a filthy cheater.
I can't wait.
Oh yes.
So we are picking up exactly where we left off. I've just become a paladin. We've just made it over to the save point, but we're still up on Mount Ordeals.
Yeah.
And take it away, Vonnie.
Yeah. So it was actually a good place where we cut off, because becoming a paladin is basically the halfway point of this run time-wise. So that particular break was actually really convenient. So what we've just done here is we've defeated 2 bosses, Mylon and then Mylon Z. And then after that, we go into the cave at the end of the summit, and we face off against our dark self and become a paladin. Now we need to walk all the way down. So here's the thing, because when Cecil becomes a paladin, and you can see here, he's at level 1. So with a lot of the enemies taking cues from Cecil as far as his agility, there is a good chance that we are going to experience some back and surprise attacks here. It is totally normal. It's nothing that's going to be too terribly dangerous, but it just be warned that it is something that is going to waste time. So I tell you what, let's start walking out of here.
Okay.
Meet me outside.
I will meet you outside.
Okay.
I will meet you in St. Louis.
Yes. Now, for those of you that are watching, you might notice that both of us have these red kind of rectangle patterns on the edges of our screen. Those are by design, and those are going to be critical measuring tools for us in just a minute, and I will explain what that is all about once we get there.
It's weird for me walking this path backwards.
I know, yeah, you get used to it.
I have such a rhythm now with Paladin runs specifically that like moving up to learn something else is it's just new. It's weird doing a part of the game I just haven't been doing repeatedly. So
right. Alrighty.
Outside.
So I am chilling here outside.
I just got outside.
It looks like you just got outside too. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk straight down, and you see that little kind of forest in the circle there?
Yes.
We're going to walk... well, not yet, because we're going to get an encounter. But then we're going to walk straight into it.
Okay.
And we're going to pick up a chocobo. Now, here's where these red bars come in. We need to determine whether this chocobo is good or whether it is bad. And here's what we're going to do. So we're going to ride this here, and I'll just have you kind of follow what I do, and then I'll explain when I get there. But we're basically going to run with this chocobo all the way back to Mysidia, where we came from.
Alrighty.
And I like to position the chocobo right here, just to the right of the town.
Okay.
And then you press A to dismount it. Now, you want to take a good look at your screen, because when it goes off...
Well, that was good.
Oh, that was a beautiful bird. So here's how we determine whether or not a bird is good or bad. At the moment that it exits the screen, if the very top of its head is in one of those red bars, it is a bad bird, and we will need to fix it later on with a good bird. That bird, however, was beautiful. So we have a good bird, and we can proceed. Now, what's a good bird? What's a bad bird? What's the difference? What's the significance? That has to do with the 64 door glitch, and I will explain when we get there. So go ahead and run on over to Mysidia and let's see if your bird is good or bad. If it is bad, that's fine. I will. In fact, I low key hope your bird is bad, so that way I can show you how to fix it if you get a bad one.
Right. Yeah. So just here, and make sure I can see my OBS clearly. And
Yep.
I think that was good too.
That looked good to me, yes.
Cut down at the last second.
You know,
from the red
here's
bar.
the thing. It did cut down at the last second. How about this? We're going to pretend that bird was bad.
Okay, bad bird.
Again, just to be safe. So at this point now, you can turn off your chocobars. You do not need them now.
Okay.
But yeah, let's just pretend that bird is bad, because I would hate to think that it's good, and then we get into the glitch, and if it's bad, it is past the point where we can fix that. So
Right.
you could essentially just be at a dead end in the run. So getting into my city, we're just going to walk straight up. We're going to talk to the elder, and then we've got some cutscene action here. In fact, when it fades to black here and it tells about the legend. By the way, what we're seeing here on this blue screen, these things that is scrolling very slowly. Apparently, all of this here is inscribed on the legend sword that you are gifted once you attain paladinhood.
This whole
There is
thing?
no way to mash through this. We just kind of sit here and just kind of wait for about the, I don't know, 30 seconds or so that it takes for all of this to very slowly appear. All right. Now, once we get back to our regularly scheduled programming, we're mashing again.
Okay. So it's a good chance to take a drink.
Oh, this is a fantastic chance to take a drink.
It's gotta
Get up, do a little stretch.
Yeah, it's gotta have the longest hilt in the world if that whole thing is inscribed.
I
on
know,
it.
seriously. Oh, I think it's on the blade.
Oh, it's on the blade. Okay.
I think so, yes. Okay, so we get done with the cutscene and we just leave. Then we go out of this kind of complex thing and we go over to this unmarked house on the right.
Okay.
I'll wait until you get there.
Cutscene done. To the unmarked house on the right. Okay.
Yeah, you're heading there. So we're going to walk in, step on this circle, and it's going to teleport us through the Serpent Road all the way over to the inside of Baron.
Ooh.
Once we get
Oh,
here,
we
we'll
weren't that
leave.
far away from Baron.
Not really.
It felt like we were pretty close.
All right. So now, once we leave here, we're just going to walk straight over to the right to the inn. We will enter. So now we're going to come around to the right side and we are going to talk to Yang. All right. So what's going to happen here is we're going to have two battles, if you will. The first is going to be with two guards.
Okay.
The ideal scenario here is that Cecil gets his turn first. You're going to throw a dancing dagger at one of them. Then Palom's going to get his turn. You'll throw a dancing dagger at the other one. Simple enough, right?
Okay.
If, let's say Palom takes a hit to the face, because he's in the front row.
Mm-hmm.
If he takes a hit to the face, he will probably die. In that case, you will use Tela and you'll cast Virus on one of the guards.
Okay.
Okay? I mean, again, this fight is pretty simple. And like I said, you just do what I described there. So we're going to talk to Yang. It's going to trigger this fight. Hello. Dancing dagger. Okay. Oh, Palom took it like a champ. Okay. Two guards dead. That's all you gotta do. And I'll wait. So go ahead and do it.
Okay. Oh, he survived.
Perfect. All right, so now we talk. So the way that this quote unquote battle with Yang works is it's scripted. What he's going to do is we're going to wait for him to kick, and then he's going to kick a second time. As soon as he starts to kick, you're going to queue up a fight command with Cecil. He'll get his turn first, and that's literally all you got to do. I mean, for me, just because I like to be particular about my inventory. So like here, I'll wait for his first kick to go off. And then I'll equip the Paladin Shield. And then during the second one, I'll move my Paladin Shield down and then fight.
Because he's giving you a chance to do some...
Yeah. For you, I mean, if you're not really messing with any of your stuff in your inventory, as soon as you see the second time that he says something, I think he says shut up. As soon as you see that, you just queue up an attack command with Cecil, and that's all you got to do. So that's what for you, for your purposes, that's all I'd recommend doing right now.
Okay.
So just go ahead and do that.
A little slow, but then the Paladin... I didn't have any menuing ahead of time, so the Paladin Shield
right, that's fine.
Down below.
Yeah, so go ahead and now you can attack him.
Yeah, I was a little slow in the attack as well.
Yep, that's all right. All right, so then Yang's like, oh, that's right, y'all are my buds. Let's go save the world together. And so you do. Oh, now let's see here. Am I going to get it? I am not. Let's see if you get it. Oh, you are. She's right there. Oh, you got Ghost Girl. Nice. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was... Oh, you got Ghost Barmaid. That's even more rare. Alrighty, so... In the item movement that I do here, one of the things that I'm very mindful to do is to make sure that the top left slot in my inventory is empty. And I'll show you why in a second. Okay, so we're going to, as soon as that cutscene is done, we're going to leave the inn, and then we got something we got to do here. All right. Okay, so you're basically right behind me. We're going to go to this... We're going to go to this weapon and armor shop here. But if you notice, when I try to walk in, I'm stuck here. You don't just walk straight in. You got to press A. It'll tell you locked. Press A again, and now it's going to pull up a menu of your items. Oh, good. Yours is... So if any of these consumable items are higher in your inventory than the Baron key, you'll have to go and dig it out. But if you know this Baron... So, like, here, I'll show you what this should look like. If you know that Baron key is in that top left slot, you can walk up to this door, you can just start mashing A, it'll say open, and you can walk right in.
Gotcha. So you just walk right up and mash.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so give it a try. There you go. Looks good. All right. So this is the last shopping that we're going to have to do over the run, but it is critical that you get this exactly right. So I mean, honestly, I think a save state here is a good idea.
Yeah, I am a fan of shopping save states for sure.
Good. All right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the armory. This one's very simple. We're going to buy 10 headbands and 10 karates, and that's it. Okay, now this next one here is notably more complicated. What we're going to do, so you're going to come over here to the quantity for where it says 10, and you're going to press up 3 times to get it to 13. Okay?
Okay.
Then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to buy 4 13 stacks of these cure rods.
Okay.
All right? Now, you're going to back out here to the buy sell menu. and you're going to go back to buy. And what this will do is it will allow you to modify the quantity again. You're going to press the X button 1, 2, 3, 4 times to increment the to increment this by 10, and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to get it to 58. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to buy 58 ice claws. Then the nice thing here is that while the up button doesn't work to increment the ones place, the X button will still work to increment the tens place. So you're going to press X to get it to 68.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're going to buy 68 fire claws.
Okay.
And then you're done.
All right. Let me give this a shot.
Yeah, let me watch you do it.
So, I'm going to buy.
Did you already get the headbands and karates?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, I can
go.
load the state and do this whole thing again as well. So
Oh,
first,
sure. Right,
I'm
right,
going to
right.
buy 13 4 times of the cure
Yep.
staff.
Yep.
I'm
One.
going to hit
two.
B once to get back to here, and then come back to buy, which
Yep.
will let me increment. Was it 53 or 58?
58.
58.
So you use X to get to the 50s,
Ice claws,
and then there you go, and then ice claw.
and then X again, and 68 fire claws.
Perfect.
Okay,
Looks good. Okay.
let me load this. And
So
do
now
it
that you're
again.
done with shopping.
Is it okay if I do this again real quick? Or I mean, I can always.
Oh
go
yeah,
back
yeah, yeah.
and
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Practice this another time too. So, all right. So, I'm gonna buy 10 headbands and 10 karates. Oops, take an extra step in the shop. I'm gonna buy 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, went up too high. So it's 58. Ice
Yeah,
claws.
you can. Yeah, there you go. You can bring it down like that. That's perfect.
Yeah. So if I over X, I can down. Okay.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
All right.
All
So
right. Perfect.
yeah, now I've got.
So then we leave there.
Yep.
1, 2, 3,
Leaving.
4. Yeah. That looks good.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna leave here, and then we're gonna walk over here to the left. To this door here in the wall. This is also locked, so we're going to do the same thing where we just mash A to get through it, and then now we're in the old waterway. The old waterway is boy, I couldn't even finish the sentence. There's a very high likelihood that you are going to take back attacks and surprise attacks in here.
Okay.
So just be forewarned that is a thing. Okay. But what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of walk. There's a lot of walking we got to do in here.
Alrighty.
Like a lot of these screens are very long for walking. So we walk up into here. Now I'm not sure how easy these are going to be to see on your screen, but the walls here, there's going to be certain tiles of them that are a little darker than the rest. Those can be walked through. So we walk straight through that one. Here we come above this rock, and then we walk 2 in, 4 down, and then out.
Yeah. I don't know how it shows up on my capture, but yeah, on my game screen, it's super bright. Like I have my brightness way up, so
it's easy to see.
yeah,
Perfect.
All
All right.
It's like a nice dark blue, essentially.
Yeah, and then this last one is super easy. Just go between the rocks and through.
All right, so I'm gonna come up here.
Here, there's really nowhere else you can go. You just go in the door. On this particular screen here, that door to the left will take you to a room with a save point. That might actually, I mean, obviously if you want to save in a run before you're fighting Baigan, you can do that there. But there are some step routes that call for you to walk over into that save room and burn steps in there. It's rare, but it is possible. So when they call for Castle Baron save room steps to be burned off, that's where you're going to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still in the phase where I'm using the tutorial show all maps.
Yeah. Okay, good. Then
Yeah.
that erases all doubt.
Yeah.
And then when we go in this door, now we're in Baron Castle itself. So what we're going to do here is we're going to walk around the left side through the water here. Up into this little doorway here. And this is kind of the reverse of what you did in the very beginning of the game, where you walked out to that tower and went to your bed chambers.
Yes.
We're gonna reverse here, but we're not gonna walk through yet. I usually like to do this in this room. This is just where I remember to do it. But anywhere between getting into Baron Castle itself and before the fight with Baigen, which is just a few tiles to my right, is where I do this here. All right, this is probably the most involved menu of the entire run that you're about to do here. Okay? First thing we're going to do is equips. We're going to go to Cecil. You've already equipped the Paladin shield on him. I saw you do that. But if you hadn't done it, you will do it here. What we are going to equip on Cecil is the headband, the karate, and the Paladin gloves. Do you want to do this step by step, or do you want me to see? Do you want to just see the whole thing?
I'm gonna do step by step for this one.
Okay, so that's the first step there.
So,
Headband, karate, and Paladin gloves. There's your headband. There's your karate, and your Paladin. Okay,
it's pronounced
next up,
karate.
karate. Next up is Yang's menu. We are going to come down here, and we are going to equip one of those ice claws on him. This is nice for two reasons. First of all, we need 57 ice claws in order to get through the glitch. So this removes one of those 58, gives us the perfect number. The other thing is that the boss after the one we're about to fight, Yang is going to attack it, and when it does, it will be weak to ice. So it's going to do a little additional damage.
Nice.
So that's what we like there. And then also for him, we're going to equip the headband, the karate, and a silver ring.
Alrighty.
Okay?
Good.
Now, we are going to... So back up. I want to see your main menu here. Just make sure everything looks good.
Sure
Okay.
thing.
So your characters are in the same order as mine. So we're going to do a couple of moves here. We're going to flip Cecil and Palom's position, and then we're going to flip Yang and Porum's position. So it should look like this: Tella, Palom, Cecil, Porum, Yang.
Okay. Let's flip Cecil and Palom and Yang and Porum.
Perfect. All right. Now the last thing that we need to do here is we need to do the underflow glitch. So here's how this works, and here's what we're doing. What we are going to do is we are essentially going to force the game to let us cast a spell for which we do not have sufficient MP. So in order to do that, we need to get to the point where the MP is insufficient. And the best way to do that is with Cure 4. See, Tella's going to have 90 MP. This costs 40. So we're going to cast it once. I'm going to cast this on Palom because I don't want him to be low on HP. So now you see Cure 4 is grayed out. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
What you're going to do is, because anytime you cast a spell, like, for example, if I go here to Cure 2, I press A once, and you see that second hand come up. You press A a second time, and now it's going to allow you to cast the spell. Well, the reason why there's two hands that come up is because now I can move the second hand, and if I move it to a blank spot or a spot with another spell, you can kind of customize how your spell inventory looks, just like you saw I did there with swapping the Cure 2 and Life 2. Or I could take Cure 2 and just put it in this empty slot here. But what we're going to do is we're going to select Cure 4. We're going to move one spot down to Sight. Now, here's the thing. Sight, we can cast because it only needs 2 MP and we have 10. But Cure 4, we can't. So if I try to press A on it again, you get that, and it sends you back up here. What we're going to do is we're going to select Cure 4, then we're going to point to sight. What we're about to do now is, because I have because I have sight down from where Cure 4 is, I'm going to press up and A on the exact same frame. Hold on. It's not easy to do. There we go. So now you see Cure 4 up there is grayed out, but it says need MP 40, but we only have 10. Well, watch. So I want you to watch Tella's MP when I do this. Or, yeah, his MP.
Yeah.
So I've cast the spell. Now you see Cure 4 has lit up again, and now my MP is Boomerang 06. What we have done here is we have underflowed Tella's MP total. Now here's why we do this. If you notice here, he's got this Meteo spell that he learned at the top of Mount Ordeals.
Yes.
It costs 99 MP. In the vanilla game, no matter how much you level up Tella, his maximum MP will never ever increase. It will always stay at 90, and you have this spell that's just 9 MP out of reach that just kind of like taunts you throughout the rest of the time that you have Tella. Well, we have fought back. We can now cast Meteo, and we will be casting Meteo in this next battle. Okay? So that's what we need to do. You need to equip Cecil and Yang. You need to flip the two pairs there in your form, and then you need to get this glitch going. Okay. All right? So go ahead and do that, and I will wait for you to complete that.
All right. So I already did these two. Let me look at it again, because if I can start this over again, just to make sure that I'm remembering. So it was a headband, karate, and paladin here, right? For Cecil.
Headband, karate, paladin there, yes.
And then ice claw. Did Yang already have one of these on?
Nope. He is butt naked when you get him here.
All right, ice claw, headband, karate, and silver. And then we did form swaps of Cecil and Palom and Yang and Porm. Okay, let me reload my bygone menu save state here. So, okay. So we're going to go headband, karate, and paladin on Cecil.
Yep.
We're going to go, he's got the leather shirt. Okay. We're going to go...
Okay, so he's not totally naked.
Totally. That would be indecent. So, ice claw.
Yep.
Headband, karate, and silver.
Perfect.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
And then come down to form. Flip them. And now I'm going to go to Tella. And if I am low on HP on anybody, is it okay to fill up everybody, or are there any people that I strategically don't want to fill up?
We will get to that in a second. You do not want to fill up Porum or Yang.
Okay. So Palom,
you have to make sure. You have to make sure Tella is full. That's extremely important.
Gotcha.
So, Tella and Cecil are definitely the ones that you want. If you can do Porum, I would do Porum too, because we're going to want to use him a little bit in this next battle.
Yeah, but the other two I can just not touch if they were...
Yeah, do not fill up Porum and Yang's HP.
Okay.
Yeah. So cast it again, just on whoever, doesn't matter. Okay, now you're going to do... Yeah, this is going to... Oh, nice. Second try. Very, very good. Doesn't matter who you cast it on.
Okay, cool. And now I have the J06, or whatever.
Boomerang 06.
Boomerang 06.
Yes.
Okay.
So, now we're about to fight Baigan. We are about to start doing, in this fight, a little something we call experience routing. So, let's say you get let's say, and the way that that experience works is it's distributed. You know, an enemy will give you a set amount of experience, and then it's distributed evenly among all of your surviving party members, such that we have a party of 5 people. We kill a boss that gives us 20,000 experience. Every single member is going to get 4,000 experience. At the same time, let's say you will have one party member dead. They're not gaining experience, but the other 4 will. In that case, each of them would gain 5,000 experience. If you only had 2 alive, each of them would get 10,000 experience. But at the same time, you have what's called a shadow party. That's going to be all of the other characters that are going to join your party at some point. They are earning experience at the same time. But here's the thing. They earn the per party member experience of whatever battles you do, such that in that so who I'm referring to specifically here is Kane. When we get him, we want him to be at a specific level. So the more that each of your individual characters are earning, he's earning that same amount. So we want to try to route this so that we're getting as much experience to Kane as possible by denying it from other party members that just don't need it.
Okay.
At the end of this fight with Baigan, ideally only Tella and Cecil are going to be alive. So here's how this fight's going to work. I'm going to get Cecil's turn first. I'm going to run buffer and then use the cover command on Tella. We're going to get Yang's turn next. He is going to use his change command, which is just done by pressing left. Normally you press right to get to parry. You're going to press left to get to change. It's going to swap the rows so that Palom and Porom are in the front, and then all the guys are in the back. What we're going to do from here... Oh, and then... So the next turn is going to be... I can't remember if it's Palom or Tella. Anyway, when we get to Tella's turn, he's going to want to cast Meteo. We're going to spend the rest of... And it's going to take Tella a long time to finally muster up the strength to cast Meteo. We are going to use that time to kill off our party members, and we're going to do this by using Palom and Cecil's dancing daggers. Okay? So ideally you want to kill off Palom and Yang first, kill off Porom and Yang first, and then kill Palom because he can deal some damage. Now, Baigan might decide to be rude and just snipe him and just snipe Palom himself. If he does, then you got to do a little extra work with Cecil. But that's fine. So I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and dive into this so you can kind of see how it looks, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, so we got a little cutscene action here. He joins your party, quote unquote. But then the kids are like, wait a minute, you smell funny. And he's like, yeah, that's because I'm a funky dinosaur. All right, here we go. So, whoops. Run buffer, cover Tella. Yang is going to change rows. We're going to use the dancing dagger here. I like to target Yang first because it might take 2. Oh, he sniped Porom. That's perfect. One less thing that I need to do. Meteo. Okay. See, and you see the beauty of... oh, no, he didn't quite... Oh, 3 HP. Okay, whatever. All right, so he's going to die. He's going to throw a dancing dagger at himself. I'm going to take this opportunity to put the legend sword on him because I'm going to want that for the next battle. Okay. There is the Meteo and the one shot, and that was a perfect fight.
Nice.
And that's how that's supposed to look every time.
Okay.
You want to give it a shot?
Sure.
Go for it.
Alrighty. This is a dead giveaway that something's wrong here because I already have 5 party members.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to save a state right here.
Good call.
Okay. Oh, I didn't run buffer. Oh, and now it's cover. And then change.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
dead.
He hit Yang. That's good. That means this dancing... Oh, never mind. Yeah. That's not going to happen. Just if you get to Porm's turn, just parry.
Yeah. Took me. Oh, that was nice. Oops. Black.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So now...
Medio.
There you go.
Right. Oh, wow.
Dancing dagger.
Not hitting right enough because there's so many...
there's
enemies.
You can hit his left arm, his face, or his right arm, yeah. Okay, so perfect. The next time you get a menu, equip the Legend Sword onto Cecil's right hand. Or during Medio. Oh, okay, there you go. You already did it. Perfect. That just saves you from having to go into this menu here.
Makes sense.
Because we're about to fight Kenatsu in 2 screens. They're like, the fights are basically like back to back.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. But good, that was beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, I am okay to proceed.
You are? Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a little bit of a cutscene here where, actually, it's just one text box, actually. Now we're going to go to the menu. We are going to use this life potion to bring up Yang. We're going to use our Cure 2 to cure everybody to full HP. And that's all we got to do here in this menu.
Does it matter if I use the single life potion or from the stack?
No, go ahead and use that. You want to get that frees up a space.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, use that one. That's what notes are for, Shema. Trust me, I am pretty good at this speed run, and I still use notes.
I was gonna say, Shema.
In fact, I still have them up right now because of how I do my particular menuing for rearranging my inventory.
Yeah, Shema, I am not taking notes because that would make this take 10 hours.
Yeah.
We are recording this so that I can go back and then I will take notes based upon what Vonnie
you can do so at your own leisure.
Exactly. So
yeah. All right. So by talking to the quote unquote king of Baron here, that is going to trigger the very small series of dialogue boxes and then the big reveal. And then we're going to fight Kenatsu. This Kenatsu fight should be very simple. What you're going to do is you're basically just going to hold A because you're going to get Cecil's turn first. You want him to attack. You get Yang's turn next. You want him to attack. Then when you get to Tella, you're going to cast Lit 3. Here's how Kenatsu works. He's got 2 forms. He's got just his regular kind of like turtle form, and then he's got his water form where you see the gathering the water. When he's in his turtle form, he's weak to ice. When he's in his water form, he's weak to lightning. What we're going to do is we're going to hit him twice with Cecil and... We're going to hit him once each with Cecil and Yang. They're going to do somewhere in the neighborhood of about 400 to 500 damage. Tella actually has the capability of one-shotting Kenatsu by himself. But he also has the capability of rolling just a little too low, and then we got to supplement that with attacks.
okay.
So the ideal fight is just Cecil hits, Yang hits, and then Tella finishes it off with a Lit 3. But knowing that he has exactly 4,000 HP, you can kind of just do some quick math as you're seeing those numbers pop up, and you'll know how close he is to dying if the Lit 3 doesn't finish him off.
Okay.
Okay? So I'll show you this fight. It is, again, it's pretty simple. So I'm just going to hold A to start. Attack. He's going to hit whatever. Attack. Here comes Tella's turn. Lit 3. So I'm going to get Cecil's turn next. During this big wave attack, if you want to move stuff around, you can.
Okay.
Now I'm looking at the damage roll that I'm getting from him here. Oh, okay, not quite enough. So now I'm going to attack again. Hopefully you can just do a couple of attacks and finish him off.
Right, because when he's in his shell,
Yang.
he starts to heal, right?
Yeah, he'll start to use fast and remedy and stuff. Oh, it wasn't enough. Oh, I'm still holding A. Oh, he's going to get a remedy off. Okay. In this case, we're just going to parry around to Tella, and we're going to have him cast Lit 3 again.
Okay.
Because by the time he comes out, he'll be... Whoops. Shit, what am I doing? He'll be in this water form again. Okay, this one's definitely going to finish him off. I'm just rearranging stuff that I know I'm going to need for later on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what a bad Keinatsu fight looks like. I will say this. A bad Keinatsu fight is unusual. The majority of the time, you'll just kill him in two. You'll kill him in the 2 attacks and then the Lit 3.
Okay.
So yeah. So go ahead and give it a try. Again, there's not much to the fight, so just go for it.
Okay. Save state. Really, you can't trust anybody whose name starts with Kane. That's what I'm...
Yeah, the king, Keinatsu, Kane. Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so I'm holding A. For the first 2 attacks. And then Lit 3. And then again, I can do menuing during the wave.
Yeah, you can if you want.
Like, personally, I don't necessarily know what menuing I would do.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I got a really good damage roll, so...
Oh yeah, you're good. So now, here's the thing. During this very slow death animation he's doing, you can do a ton of inventory management here. You've got like a good, like 12 seconds or so.
Yeah.
You can get plenty done during that time.
Okay.
So that's more where I would focus doing anything there if you want to. All right.
Good to
so
know.
now we've got
really...
quite a bit of cut scenery to get through here. So we're just going to mash.
I see Sid. We're gonna have 6 people again. That's is Sid a bad guy? Is that?
Now, remember we saw Sid in the very beginning when we were walking up to our bed chambers,
Yes, sir.
and he was like, "Hey,
true.
bud,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come and say hi and then walk through you." And you're like, "All right, I'm going to bed."
I don't want to talk about it. I got demoted. It's been a long day at work. I'm just going to sleep.
Yeah, then now is not a good time, Sid.
I have to mash through like 5 text boxes when he talks to me at the beginning of the run. I'm like, dude, now is not the time.
Whoa, we just got a sub from Fusoya FF2. Very nice.
Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub, Fusoya FF2. Really appreciate that.
Retro win. So here's what allows us to bring Sid into our party. This is where we lose Palom and Porum. They turn themselves to stone to sacrifice themselves. No, Quack Kid! Yeah. They turn themselves to stone to stop those closing walls from coming in and crushing us. And they now leave our party, which frees up actually 2 slots, one of which is going to be indeed occupied by Sid now. Meanwhile, in the Fortress of Doom.
Meanwhile.
Yeah, meanwhile, back at Gomez's evil lair. All right, so we see Kane being even more of a jackass. And then we're going to see Kane, escalating the jackassery pretty soon here. But first, Sid is going to be the ultimate bro. And he is going to hook us up with our very first usable airship of the game.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yes, this is non-free enterprise.
Yeah, this was a rather pricey enterprise. This cost you well over an hour to get.
Yeah, this is the most vanilla seed you've ever seen.
Yeah. So here we see Kane coming here and just threatening us.
What a jerk.
We tell him to wake up, and he's just like, nah, I'm badass now. I'm too cool for you guys. Oh, now, here's something that's just really quirky. When you're mashing through the text here, after you get done at this next cutscene, after Kane leaves, do not use X to mash, because if you do, and you open your menu on the precise frame that it fades out, you can soft lock your game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so mash with B.
Yeah,
so after Kane leaves...
I have a tendency to mash with A, except when explicitly trained not to, like with Rosa at the beginning.
Yeah. Now, there are a couple places where I do mash with X, because as soon as the cutscene is over, you're going to want to open a menu, but this is not one of those places. All right, so from here, we're going to fly up until we get to these shoals here, and then we're going to fly left.
Okay.
And we're going to land in this little pocket right here.
It's that perfect parking spot.
next to the town and the castle.
So, shoals. Oops, I was too high.
Yeah. But I mean, you'll see it. I mean, you'll see it there.
Yeah.
You're good. Okay?
Okay.
Then we're going to walk into the castle. We're going to walk through the front door. We're going to take this branch off to the left after we get into the castle proper. Follow it around here into this door. Walk into these bed chambers, and it's everyone's favorite Spoony Bard.
The spooniest.
So we got a decent amount of cut scenery to mash through here. Yes, this is Bedward, not Edward. Bedward.
Love it.
All right. So this is actually, you know what? This is one of those places where once our party, once all four of us stack up together here, after we get the twin hammer, I'm going to start mashing with X, because the very first thing I want to do here is open up this menu.
Okay.
So here's the deal. With Tella's underflowed magic, he can basically cast unlimited in battle, but he cannot cast any magic outside of battle.
Okay.
And this is a problem. So what we're going to do is, we need to essentially fix his MP. And the way that we do this is we use an ether on him.
Oh.
Okay? Now, with him ethered, you see now his MP is back to 90.
Gotcha.
Now that his MP is 90, we can go into his magic menu and we can cast Exit. And that is a lot faster than walking out of the castle, and it doesn't mess up your step route either.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So heal. Oh, not heal.
Not heal. Ether.
Sorry, I heard a dog barking. It was like, heal.
That is my dog being a jackass. Yes, that is. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah.
And then I cast Exit.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now, here's just a real minor detail when it comes to step routing. So, like, you see I'm walking up and down on this castle here, and I'm not entering it. I'm also not incrementing my step count either.
Oh, neat.
So, when you're walking out of here, if it does not call for extra steps, you're going to want to walk up and off of it as opposed to right and then up. But what we're going to do is we're going to walk up here. Probably get an encounter or two.
Okay. Yeah, this is just another one of those maps where I have to remember that there's an extra step that I could take if I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that get me.
Now, right. Now, cue up the yakety sacks, because we are about to try to wrangle ourselves a black chocobo. And this almost always is comical, because they move as fast as you do and just seem to do so randomly.
Okay.
So I say black chocobo, they're actually more like a very vibrant purple. There's one. There we go. We got it. So go ahead and catch one.
Alrighty.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Welcome to speedrunning Final Fantasy IV.
Oh man, I got through the whole song. I still don't have him. At some point, I have to like try to cut him off. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
That was incredible.
Okay. So black chocobos can only land on full forest tiles. They can't. So like if I try to land him here, you see, because it's one of those edge tiles, he won't land.
Okay.
So you have to land him on a full forest tile. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take him, we're gonna slip him under these mountains up to this cave here. We're gonna land him 2 tiles south of the cave as opposed to just one, because you see the one directly below it is an edge tile and it won't land.
Okay.
But the one directly below that is a full one and it will land.
Alrighty.
Okay?
Oh, I can't fly over the mountains. That makes sense.
No, it cannot fly over the mountains. That's correct.
All right.
There you go. All right, up and into the cave. You're going to take a step down, and then you're going to get this quick cutscene letting you know that the magnetic field is in effect. We will be using this to our advantage in a little bit. So we're going to walk down this bridge. There's a lot of walking in here, too.
Okay.
Down this bridge. Sid too heavy for the chocobo. Nice. As is standard, you run from every encounter you get in.
That might be my favorite part about the entire run. No time
Catching
for
the black
anybody.
chocobo?
No, running away from every encounter.
Oh, yes. Gotcha.
Like, I don't have time for any of this nonsense. I'm
Nope.
a very, very busy man with important
So we're
things
going to come up
do.
here. Up to the left here.
I didn't see which way you went at this
Left. Go left.
left.
And then up and around to here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep, up from there. Perfect.
What's the run and speed run? Excellent, Gemma.
Alrighty, so this is an interesting spot right here. Not just because I happen to get an encounter here. Oh no, don't do it. Okay, thank you.
What might have done?
Oh.
What might they have done?
The mage has an ability called Blast, which paralyzes one of your party members. If he would have cast that on Sid, I would have been stuck there until the paralysis wears off. Because right now, see, so that whole magnetic field thing that I was talking about when we came into the cave, anybody that's wearing any kind of metal equipment, whether it be a weapon and or armor, they will be permanently paralyzed in battle.
Oh, okay.
The only one of our party members that is not wearing anything metallic right now is Sid. But we'll fix that at a very specific time. So really, Sid is the one that is allowing us to run away from all these battles, because Tella, Cecil, and Yang are completely useless because of their metal gear. Okay?
Gotcha.
So this spot that I'm at right now, normally I would walk down to keep going. If you need to burn steps in here, this door right to my left, which doesn't even cost any extra steps to go in, that's your save room.
Okay. Cool.
Okay?
Gotcha.
But instead, we're going to walk down this bridge. Their metal gear keeps them solid. Nice.
I see what you did there.
Oh my god, why am I... No, don't follow me. Don't follow me. I'm tripping. You don't need to go this way. We need to go over this bridge here. You can go up and around the
I
top
see.
side
So
of that.
I wanted to go this way,
Sorry.
like left around the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good. You're good. It's fine.
All right, and then you walk through these rocks here. Yeah, perfect. And then into this door, take a step up. Just move over to this door here to the left. You walk through some more of these torches. Oh, you get a whole bunch of bats.
Oops. I don't know if I needed to take that step down, or if I could have
You
gone
did.
straight left. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, you do need to take that step down. All right. So once we get into here, this is the Dark Elf's
No.
chamber. Oh, okay, yeah. You gotta wait through this.
Yes, and I still want to know who figured out who was the interior decorator for literally everybody that has a crystal room. That's what I
Yeah.
want to know. 'Cause, like, that person completely cornered the market. Every crystal
Right.
room looks exactly the same.
All right, so we need to do a quick menu here. We got to do two things.
Okay.
So, we're gonna flip Tella and Sid spots. Now, we're gonna go to Sid's equip menu. Remember all the way back before we even got to Mist? Remember how I had you take Kane's iron glove off?
Yes.
We're gonna put that on Sid now.
Oh, nice.
Now, here's the reason why we do this. So, yeah, so go ahead, flip Tella and Sid, and then put the iron glove on Sid.
It's around here somewhere. There it is.
Yeah. Now, it is extremely important that you wait until you get into the Dark Elf's chamber before you do this, because right now, all of our party members are magnetized. If you were to get into a random encounter right now like this, it would say perished, and it's essentially a rip. It's a game over.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, but the reason why we do this here is because we're going to come here. We're going to talk to Dark Elf. We're going to get into this story battle where he's supposed to beat us. Because we are all magnetized, it just skips the whole thing.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So now we go through some more cutscenery. This particular cutscene is very near and dear to the hearts of the free enterprise runners, because there are all kinds of different tunes that Edward, or as they like to call him, DJ Spoony B, can play in this spot.
Oh, cool. Is this like, because I know, so the analog that I know for this is from watching so much Zelda 1 Randomizer, where they can make the flute play a random tune.
Pretty much the same principle.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, see, and what Scala has just demonstrated for us here is usually the rallying cry for those fans of free enterprise. From the free enterprise channel, there is that sub emote. All right, so after you get done going through this cutscene, Cecil will take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're going to want to do here is just go. But now at this point, I'll go into my menu here, and you see we're all completely healed. You do not need to heal prior to this battle.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Alrighty. Now, Dark Elf. Dark Elf has two phases, and it's pretty important that we get through this battle quickly so he doesn't get too deep into his battle script. What we're going to do is, right off the bat, we're going to hold A to attack with Cecil. There's going to be a trio of spells that Dark Elf is going to cast, and then we can get into the rest of our battle. So Cecil, you just hold A, he's going to attack. Yang's turn will be next. We're going to parry with him. Then it's Sid's turn. We attack with him. When we get to Tella, Tella is going to cast Virus on Sid. Again, this is more experience routing. We want Sid dead, so we can get more experience for Kane. After that, we're just going to hold A to attack with Cecil, then Yang, and then Cecil again. Once we get to Tella's turn, at this point, we should have done exactly enough damage to Dark Elf to have him flip forms, as we'd like to call it, me change. At this point, he's going to morph into his dragon form. Now, here's the nice thing about the change. For whatever reason, when he changes into his dragon form, he loses his boss flag. This is significant because it will allow Tella to cast a spell on him called Weak. What Weak does is it reduces a enemy's current HP total to a random single digit. So no more than 9.
Nice.
At that point, we can just do one attack, and I think it's going to be with Yang. We'll just do one attack. He'll do like 100 or so damage, and just one-shot him, and he'll be done. Now, here's the danger. If you take too long in Dark Elf's first phase, then he can cast Piggy on your party members. If he casts Piggy on Tella, that's bad news, because while he's Pig, he cannot cast Weak. Okay? He casts... It's an ability called Whisper, which turns your party member into a pig. When you get into the dragon form, if you wait too long, you're going to get an ability called D-Breath, which is going to do a decent amount of ice damage to everyone. Recovering from that is very, very difficult, and you can actually rip pretty easily there. So, getting through this battle quickly and efficiently is very important, and I'll show you how it's done.
Okay.
All right. So we just hold A with Cecil here. Queue up that. We're going to get Fire Tune. We're going to get Lit Tune. And then Ice Tune. Parry with Yang. Hold A. Attack with Sid. Black Magic. Down here, Virus on Sid. I'm holding A to attack here with Cecil. The Weak on Yang is perfect. So attack there, attack with Yang, attack again with Cecil. Now I'm going to come down here, I'm going to wait. Got the me change. So here we go. There's the Weak. I'm going to queue up an attack with Yang.
Okay.
Okay, I got hit with Cecil. And then he's dead. That's it.
And Sid is the only one we want dead?
Sid is the only one you want dead, exactly. All right.
If he had killed Yang, would we have brought him back, or just dealt with the fact that only 2 of them would get experience?
If Yang happens to die in this, well, he can't die in this battle, because if he gets weaked and then he gets targeted with like a single target attack, Cecil's going to parry for him, or Cecil's going to cover for him.
That's right.
So, but the fact that Yang got weak there is, I mean, you have a 1 in 3 chance of him getting weak, but the fact that he did is actually really useful, and I'll explain that later. But go ahead and do the battle, and I'll watch.
Okay. So attacking with Cecil, and then going to parry with Yang.
You're going to parry with Yang on his first turn only.
First turn specifically.
Yeah. Okay.
So the virus is over here. Oh, what am I doing? Where's my cursor? That's funny.
There you go. Oh, wow. Okay. Keep fighting.
Fight again, right? Oh, now I got to whisper.
Yep. Who got whispered? Oh, okay.
Cecil.
That's actually fine. Okay, so now...
wait, I gotta wait.
Okay, me change. So now you're going to queue up Weak.
Wait, what am I doing? I cast Warp by mistake. Wrong thing. That's funny.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah. So bad
you are
things
going
about
to want...
happen, I'm sure.
So if this happens, you're going to want to start throwing curative items on Tella as much as you can.
Gotcha.
Because you do not want him to die.
I want to cast Weak.
Yeah, cast Weak. There you go.
and I'll just throw a heal on Tella just to be
Yeah,
safe,
perfect,
and then I will queue up an attack with Cecil.
Yeah. Okay. Now that the weak has connected, you just want to attack now, and you're good.
Okay. Yeah. So
Perfect.
wrong W spell. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Weak is further down. Okay. So when casting Virus, so Virus is in the left column, as you saw. As soon as you select it, if you press right, as soon as you press right, it will automatically target Sid.
Yeah.
So all you got to do is press right A, and then you're good.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Let me
All
do
right.
this. Let me do this fight again.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
'Cause
Sure.
that was kind of messy. Also, I apologize in advance to people listening. This might make my sound get all wonky for a little bit. So, loading a save state can occasionally make boss music sound really chunky. So, oh shoot, forgot to hold A. Not doing myself any favors because the way you described it, it sounds like Dark Elf was pretty fast. So,
Yeah.
not holding A when I'm supposed to be holding A is problematic.
Perfect.
But yeah,
Yep.
you can tell it's not boss music, it's whatever music was there before. So Cecil got weak this time.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Oops. Oh, so I attacked with Cecil even though I'm getting the me change.
Okay. That's fine. You're just basically burning his turn. That's not a problem. So you see, we connect, queue up an attack.
Oh, and now he's dead. That's okay, because Yang will do the... Well, I guess that's probably not okay that Cecil's dead. Cecil probably needs to be alive, right?
No, you're fine. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. The standard is that Cecil is alive. So if you want to do it one more time
Yeah, let me do
and
this...
have those three alive,
Yeah, let me see if I can do this smoothly once.
yeah,
Okay, so holding A.
yeah. I mean, once you get the hang of it, this fight is basically scripted.
Yeah. I get that vibe for sure.
The only real RNG in there is who catches the weak from Dark Elf's first form, and well, I'll tell you what, I'll let you fight. I'll let you fight.
Oops, no, stop it. Don't cast virus on him. No. Stop it.
Oh,
Yay for loading save states.
yep.
This is a problem when I try to go a little faster than I'm really capable of at that present moment. So virus and then right once, and I'll hold A some more.
Yeah, but that's the problem with this fight is that you have to be fast.
Okay, this time Tella got weaked.
That's fine. Perfect.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So I don't
That's
have
exactly how that fight should look.
I don't have the same setup that you do where you have Yang at low health. I have Tella at low health. So that'll be a subtle difference here.
It's not going to be that big a deal. Okay, now, here's the thing. After Dark Elf disappears, you cannot forget to walk up and grab this crystal. It is big trouble if you don't.
Okay.
Okay, so now that you have it, you're going to walk out of this room. The moment you leave the room, in fact, as the screen is fading out and whatnot, you can go ahead and mash X because you want to open up your menu, go to Tella, and cast exit.
Okay.
Okay, now, we're going to hop back. Oh my god, I got a battle in between there.
Oh, 2 paces.
It was only one.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so when you get back on a black chocobo that's chilling, you don't just get to fly it to your next destination. It will always fly back to the forest from whence it came.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Well, I got an
for
encounter on the one step as well.
Did you? Oh, nice.
Encounter buddies. Okay. Oh, I got an encounter on the second step too.
What? Oh no.
This is a terrible seed. I'm resetting.
Okay, so we need to catch a second black chocobo. Aren't you excited?
I'm
We get
super
to
excited.
we get to wrangle another one. Okay, now here's the thing. Oh my God, black chocobo, get over here. There we go. I'll wait until you've got yours caught, because what I'm about to do right now is very, very important.
Okay.
So go ahead and catch one, and then I'll wait until you're hovering over the forest.
Oh, I thought I had him. There we go.
Yo.
Uno
Yeah,
Squid,
what?
thank
All
you
right.
so much for the tier 1 sub.
Indeed, thank you, Uno Squid Retro Win. Okay, so I know I mentioned this in the first part of our tutorial, but when it comes to going through the 64 door glitch, there's going to be several things that it's going to look at that will push you through rooms. One of them is the position of your quote-unquote vehicles. Well, in this case, the black chocobo is going to be considered a vehicle.
Okay.
Where we park it is very important. More specifically, the column in the world map where it is parked. The way that you can line it up is actually, this is actually very easy. You want to be on the column that has this corner tile here of these mountains.
Okay.
What you do is when you line it up with this column, you're going to fly straight down, and then you want to park it pretty much in line. We see how there's that seam in the forest where it turns from going from down to left to kind of that corner there in the forest where there's a horizontal seam.
Yeah.
You want to park it right around there.
Okay.
In fact, park it on the same row as that seam.
Like this.
And then we're going to walk left and into the castle.
Alrighty.
Okay?
Okay.
Now we're going to walk straight up into the castle. We're going to walk straight up again into the throne room. And as soon as we get to this point right here...
Oh, if we have to go
clerics
around that woman, that's okay because we're on carpet and it doesn't count as steps, right? Or are there just no
Precisely.
counts in this castle? I don't remember.
Precisely, yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Oh, actually, no, I'm fine. Okay. So now, this is another cutscene where I will mash X, because as soon as the cutscene is over, you're going to want to cast Exit with Tella again.
Okay.
Okay. Now, just like you did with the castle before, see how I walked down, now I'm on the town?
Mm-hmm.
This, again, is not going to increment your step counter or give you or give you any encounters.
Okay.
So that way you can walk straight onto here, and you're only stepping once by going onto the airship. I would, in your speed run here, and in fact, I'm going to go ahead and do it here. It probably would not be a bad idea to save right here, because we're about to enter the Tower of Zot. The Tower of Zot is by far the most dangerous section of this game as far as the random encounters go.
Okay.
We are very, very underleveled for this section of the game, and it is we're going to get into probably multiple back attacks, and we're going to sustain lots of damage. So anyway, go ahead and get in your airship. As soon as you do, it's just going to trigger a cutscene where Kane is going to fly right on up, be a jerk again.
The jerk.
We're going to fly all the way up into the sky. Now we are in the Tower of Zot. With the exception of one particular floor, Moving around in the Tower of Zot is extremely simple. You're basically just going to walk along the edge.
Okay.
So we're just going to walk along the edges. Oh, shit, I should probably run away. And then we go in this first door that you get to here. I'll wait till you get there. Because this next room is where we got to kind of pay attention to where we're walking.
Okay.
Okay? All right, cool. So we're going to walk down. Oh, we're going to get into an encounter, actually. Okay, we're going to go left here. Obviously, there's nothing else there. Down. All the way to the bottom here. And then we go up here. And we're going to stop right next to this treasure chest, which we're going to be opening, but we need to prepare before we do so.
All right, so stopping right at the treasure chest.
Okay. Oh, good. Lay down a save state here.
Alrighty. This is what's the name of this guy again?
We're about to do an encounter with an enemy called Flame Dog. This battle, it is very important that this battle is done as quickly as possible because we don't want to die. So here's what we want to do. Go here to Cure 2s, cure up Tella and Cecil. Do not cure Yang. The next boss fight that we're going to get into is the Mage's Sisters. He has to be dead for that fight. So if there's a chance that he can die here during Flame Dog, then great. That's just one less thing you need to worry about in that boss battle. Okay, so cure up Tella and Cecil, and then we are going to take Cecil and we're going to swap him down one spot into the empty slot below him. This is going to put him in the back row. This is going to be pretty important.
Okay.
All right. Now, here's what's going to happen with Flame Dog. Flame Dog's going to open with an AoE attack. Then we're going to get Cecil's turn. You're going to want to run buffer with him and cover Tella. With Yang, then you're going to get Yang's turn. For now, just for the sake of getting through this fight quickly, just parry with him. Okay? Then you're going to get to Tella's turn and you're going to cast Ice 2 on Flame Dog. Now, here's another thing that you're going to need to do here. In fact, pull up. Let me see your item inventory.
Sure.
Okay. You see how you've got that empty slot on the right column, the fifth slot down?
Yeah.
During the casting and death animation for the Ice 2 casting animation and then the death animation for Flame Dog, what you're going to do during Cecil's turn is you're going to select that empty spot and then go up and select the Legend Sword in your right hand. I'll explain why you're doing that when you're done, but that's a very important thing to do. Okay? Okay. So, watch me do this. I hope he doesn't hose me here so you can kind of see how this looks, okay?
Yeah.
So it's a trap chest. We get this
Monsters.
AoE attack here. Yang's dead. That's good. Okay, now hold A when you're done with this battle because you're going to get this fire sword from here. That was the whole point of doing this fight.
Okay.
Make sure you hold A. If you are holding B, you will skip that and you will not get the item.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah. So when that battle is done, you have to be holding A.
Okay.
Okay?
So Cecil run buffers and then covers Tella.
Yeah. Now, the timing for this is pretty consistent because Flame Dog is always going to outspeed you and open with that fire attack.
Okay.
So yeah, now because your Yang has a lot of HP, he's going to get a turn, whereas mine died to that fire attack right away.
Yeah.
So that made my battle a little faster, which is nice. But for you, when you get to Yang, just parry.
Okay.
And then Tella's going to cast Ice too.
All right.
And then don't forget about switching that empty slot up to Cecil's sword once that happens.
Cecil
okay?
has a turn while Tella's casting, right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Jeez. I didn't realize where the cursor was going to start.
Oh.
Oops. And holding
Perfect. Perfect. Hold A.
Give me that fire sword. Okay.
Excellent. All right. Now, your characters took a lot of damage here. Again, you're going to want to, I would absolutely cure them all to full HP here, because if you don't, one wrong back attack can absolutely shred you. So, oh, the Windjammers, Phonot.
So
That happened like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so Yang
What's
is-
up, Bill? Yeah, do not cure Yang. Do not cure Yang.
Okay. So just
We're going to
fill
leave him to die.
top Cecil off, top Tella off if he isn't already topped off. And then
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, now we're just going to walk right around the corner here and up into this door. And then again, we're just going to walk around the outer edges of these rooms. So just keep walking around here. Yeah. Well, so it's funny if you have Cecil as your overworld sprite. After you do that that menu switch before Flame Dog, it automatically puts Sid there. So I just leave it. Just leaving it. All right. And again, just walk around the perimeter of the building. Hope you don't get slaughtered. Hey, Des, how you doing?
Hope everybody's having a great night. I'm thoroughly enjoying learning this part of the run.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, so I'll stop right here.
Stopping right here. Oops. Well, I'm not there yet.
Okay. The reason why I stopped here is because this room here is a save room. If you want to save before the Mega Sisters, but even more by extension, save before you fight Val Valis in a run, this is where you do it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, oh shit. Ah.
No.
See, 355 to Cecil in the back attack there.
Jeez.
You can imagine that after a couple of those, you really start to clench. Okay. So, we are going to do a couple of things here. The first thing we're going to do is... the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Cecil's equip menu. Now, I want you to watch carefully what I'm doing here, okay? So in the right hand, and I just happen to have the fire here. Notice how I equipped the fire sword, and now it says fire, but 2 on the side?
Okay.
So when I had you put the blank spot in your inventory up into your right hand there, you were essentially doing the first part of what we call just a basic dupe. So now we have 2 fire swords. The reason why is because at a certain point, we are going to want to have both Cecil and Kane with fire swords equipped.
Okay.
All right? So we want to equip this sword on here, and then immediately after, we want to equip a dancing dagger. Now, if you look here in my menu, where I had one fire sword, now I have 2.
Nice.
Okay?
Okay.
But we want to have the dancing dagger on Cecil for now. The other thing we're going to do in this menu is we are going to do that. We're going to do the underflow glitch again. So just like it was. Oh my god! Wow. Jeez. I am having a really hard time with this.
Would you like me to hum yakety sax?
No, because I got it.
Nice.
All right. Oh, what's up, CGD? How you doing? Ooh, double Zerker Fiesta. Nice.
It is that time of year.
It is. It is indeed.
Have a day, Smitty.
Alrighty. Yo, Smitty, have a day as well. All right. So I'm going to also take this opportunity to just top off Cecil with a Cure 2 here. Even the Cure 4 didn't quite do it. You want them both.
It didn't quite do it, and you can't cast the. You could cast this. You don't want to cast the spell with Tella in, or you can't do it in the menu right now that you've done the underflow.
Right, you're only going to cast Cure 4 once. So did you do the equippy thing?
No, I was waiting.
Already?
I was waiting. I wanted to see if there was like what all the menuing was. Okay, so
that's it. You're equipping the sword, and then the dancing dagger, and then the underflow. That's all you do here.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna go find the fire sword, and now there's 2. And now I'm gonna equip.
Equip the dancing dagger.
And now I can look and see that I now have 2 fire swords, which is cool.
Yes, that's perfect.
And I will come over here. There we go. And I guess
nice.
I don't want to heal Yang, right? So I'm just gonna use this.
No.
I'm gonna use this to top off.
Just
Cecil.
heal Cecil. There you go.
Okay.
So they're both at full HP.
All right.
Okay. Now we're about to fight the Mega Sisters. What you do for this fight is very simple. You're going to open with, and how you open with a lot of these battles now that you have Paladin Cecil. As soon as you get his turn, you're going to run buffer and cover Tella.
Okay.
When you get to Tella's turn, you're going to cast Meteor. You're going to get hit with 2 level 2 spells during this battle. If the first one targets Tella, you're going to need to have Cecil throw a Cure 2 at him. If it targets Cecil, then you're fine. If it targets Yang, then you're really liking this. If the first of those spells does not target Yang, you Cecil throw a dancing dagger at Yang to kill him. Or moreover, when you get to Yang's turn, have him hit himself and see if maybe that does the job. Okay? But let me just show you how this fight works, because what you have to do in this fight is actually very simple. So here we go. I'm going to come up and trigger this. I know. Poor Yang. Okay, so here we go. So they do, there you go, cast a wall. Come on, Mindy, and attack. Cecil's going to cover it. Here comes that Fire 2 attack. It hits Cecil, so we don't need to worry. Oh. They're going to go through this whole script again. And there is your Meteor. And that's that. Fight's over.
Nice.
Yes, Yang tired needs a nap. All right, go for it.
Okay.
Oh, not yet, Des. Spoilers.
Oh, good. Yang killed himself.
Perfect.
And the first magic spell hit Cecil, so I should be good here, I think.
Yeah, you're good. So what you can even do if you want to is during the Meteo cast, you can rearrange stuff in your inventory if you'd like, because you've got a few seconds.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know what exactly I'm trying to accomplish with menuing.
Yeah.
So I am skipping that because
No, I understand. That's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
like you're gonna
but
catch me
but
up when
you
the
know-
time is right. But
Yeah,
it's good
but,
that you're
but-
noting it here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So just pointing out that you have the opportunity there is all.
Yeah, excellent.
All right. So we walk up into the store, walk around here onto the bridge, walk up to this tile, and then we've got quite the cutscene here. In fact, during this cutscene on my side, I am going to step away for a minute.
Sure
But
thing.
we basically just smashed into a cutscene here. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Des, I love this game. I played it as a kid. I remember beating it in my adolescence, and I remember beating it again in college casually. And I have an affinity for watching the speedrun. So it's not as though all of this is completely blind to me per se. Like the execution and the reasoning and the logic behind the execution is blind to me. I don't completely understand everything that's happening, which is why this is a great opportunity. But at the same time, I'm definitely trying to. If there's a moment where I do know a thing that's going to happen, you're not going to hear me say anything about it. I'm going to try to play dumb so that the tutorial serves its purpose of Vonnie being able to explain something so that you, me, or anybody can go back and learn what's happening, be able to leverage this in the future. Because Vonnie taught me how to do Paladin 2 years ago. So I went from essentially nothing from actually playing this from a speedrun perspective to learning the Paladin route. And then 2 years passed, and I just kind of perpetually wanted to learn the next step, which was, for me, was just literally, can I play a category where I actually finish the game? That would be great. So here we are. So really what that tells me is that maybe at some other point in the future, I may look to go to grad school with this and say, maybe try to learn No 64 at some I'm kind of learning the game an hour at a time. Like learn the Paladin hour, learn the changes to the Paladin hour for no credit warp, and then learn the no credit warp hour, and then maybe I can learn the changes for no 64, and then learn the no 64 hour. That would be really cool at some point in the future, but baby steps. And I love the online tutorial, the live tutorial concept, because Vonnie can show me this. I remember when he taught me Paladin, he also taught Glitchwitch Paladin at the same time. Like she was not.
Oh, I'm back, by the way.
Hi, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
She was not captured on screen, but she was participating in chat and she was playing along. And I know we are probably going a little fast here, and I'm not spending a lot of time like redoing stuff unless I completely biff it. But that's okay. It's because we will have this out here forever, and we can go back anytime we want.
Yeah, and just know that when you are starting to do full runs of this, there will be plenty of biffing it that you will do.
Oh, I can't wait for that,
some of it is going to require you resetting to a safety save. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't expect it to just go smooth. There's going to be a lot of learning how to react to when things go wrong, or
I mean, this is going to take you over 2 hours. That's a lot of speed running to do. Even if you spend, like a minute or two at a time mashing in certain places, I mean, it's still a long speed run, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You could do like 50 Marble Madness runs in the time it would take you to finish this.
I could. Like, me who speedruns a sub 3-minute game.
Yep.
Going from that to this.
Yes. All right. So now once everybody rejoins and we're all on one sprite, we're gonna go over and revive Kane.
Okay. Oh, and Des, I'm pretty sure we both have good chocobos, but for the sake of the tutorial, we're gonna pretend that mine was bad so that we can do it again.
Yeah, I'm like, and here's the thing, I'm like 95% sure that yours is good. I want to be 100% sure because again, if we have you save in the underworld and you go through the glitch and your chocobo is bad, there is no fixing it. You're effed at that point, essentially.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's no value to me working through this with a bad chocobo, so.
Oh, no, yeah, it would be, yeah, exactly. All right, so.
You know, I had a thought the other day. Since so many characters just, like, look down, like they're dejected all the time, like they face forward and look down. Like,
yeah.
Has anybody ever considered trying to implement a slight change to the sprite set where instead of looking down, they dab?
You might want to talk to Boardface about that. He's the one that does the randomizer. Okay. So, your cutscene is going to end with the little da 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 because your characters join. Oh, Scala! Oh, Scala has perked up.
Smitty disapproves, but that just makes me want to do it more.
Yeah.
Because it's the sort of thing where it's like I like thinking about just doing subtle changes where it's like I don't want to play the randomizer, but I want to leverage that because it'll customize certain things. You know?
Right. Right. Okay, so we are about to engage Valvalis, which is arguably the trickiest boss fight in the game. This is one you're probably going to want to practice several times, even here on this stream. So, but the way that we engage that fight is we move one step down. Do not do that yet.
I'm not. I promise I'm not.
Because we need to menu first. The first thing we want to do is just take a quick peek here at Kane. You want to see what level he's on. He is on level 19. This is good. This means that you did all of your experience routing with killing off characters at select times correctly. You're at level 19. That is chef's kiss right there.
Nice.
Perfect. All right. Did you answer Scala's question? What is your favorite character?
I did not, but I have always been partial to Rydia.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. So, little bit of menuing to do here. First thing we're going to do is we are going to use life potions on Sid and Yang. And then we are going to use Cure 2 potions only on Cecil. Do not cure Sid and Yang.
Okay.
The reason being is that they are in critical HP status right now, and that's exactly where we want them to be. Because we're going to run basically all of our damage absorption through Cecil by covering those guys. And we're also going to command him to cover Rosa, and we'll cover that in a second. All right, so that's the first thing we need to do. Pick up Sid and Yang, heal Cecil to full.
Got it.
The next thing we're going to do here is just an equip menu here on Kane. He is going to go, you have to go to his left hand, so you move down a slot to get to his weapon. We're going to equip one of those fire swords on him, the headband, and the karate. I'm sorry, the karate.
Karate.
Bougie martial arts, karate. And that's it. That's all for the menu.
Okay.
I saw you put a save state before this. That's cool because that allows you to practice that menu a little bit.
Yeah.
But here we go.
I'm a big fan of knocking out save states before the menu so that it's like menu and then fight, menu and then fight, practice menuing and then fighting.
Right. I'm going to explain this as best I can before I start because you got to move through this battle as fast as you can.
Okay.
Valvalis has two forms. She has her what's called her tornado form and then her regular form. While she is in her tornado form, you cannot attack her or do damage to her. The only way to get her out of that tornado form is to hit her with a jump from Kane. Therefore, the only thing that Kane is going to do in this battle is jump. Simple. When you see Kane's turn, you jump. That's it. Sid and Yang, pretty much the only things they're going to do is attack.
Okay.
Cecil, pretty much all he's going to do is throw dancing daggers, with the exception of his first turn, and he's going to be the first character to get a turn. What we're going to want to do with his turn is we're going to want to have him cover Rosa. We're going to want to have him cover Rosa only if he is not the target of Valvalus's opening weak attack. If he is, then you're going to want to use a Cure 2 on him instead. Okay? Rosa's role in this whole thing. The first 2 turns that you get with Rosa, you're going to cast Slow on Valvalus. After that, she becomes your chemist. If Cecil is getting low on HP, toss a Cure 2 on him. If one of your characters is getting close to full petrification status, because of the ray attacks that Valvalus is using, use a heal potion on them to get them back to where they need Van Halen. Just jump. Go ahead, Kanan, jump. Anyway, so yeah. In a pinch, if somebody needs, like if Cecil's HP is getting real low and you need to throw a potion on him, you can do that with either Sid or Yang. The damage that they do is the lowest of all of the characters here, so you can most afford to burn one of those turns by throwing a Cure 2 on Cecil. This fight is going to move very quick. It is highly likely you will not get the hang of this on your first couple times through, and that is totally normal. Do not get discouraged. This fight is going to require a lot of practice. But let me see if I can demonstrate how a good Val fight goes.
Okay.
See if my chops as a teacher good here. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Your first turn is with Kane. You jump with him. So what I'm going to do here, cover, and I'm going to hover over Rosa. She got weak, so we can go ahead and complete the cover.
Okay.
We'll just queue up an attack with Yang, because we know we're going to get it. Oh, crap. Cast Slow. I believe Sid's going to get his turn next. Yep. There we go.
And Slow is white magic.
Then,
okay.
Yep.
I would have thought that it was black. But yeah, but she's a white
only
mage
has
anyway,
white
so
magic.
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Jumping with Kane here. I think we're going to attack with Yang next. Yep. Rosa, I believe is... No. Okay. Sid's an attack. Another Slow here. Dancing Dagger here. I think it's going to be Kane next. Oh, no. Oh, it's Yang. Okay, good. Attack. Now it's a jump here. Now, if you time everything really nicely here, she's going to go into tornado form. Kane's going to jump. We'll toss this Cure 2 here. And before she gets an attack, the jump lands.
Nice.
Yep. We're going to go ahead and just use the heal here, just to be safe. I'm playing this really safe with the cure potions.
Gotcha.
Ooh, that was a nice beefy jump from Kane there. That was nice.
Yeah, the timing of this is really, really tight.
Yep.
If you attack her while she's in the other form, does she counter with something? Or
well, no, you get these text boxes that say must stop her spin, Kane jump. But it's going to give her more time in that tornado form, which is the last thing that you want.
Gotcha.
So,
Thank you. Thank you, Scala.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Hell yeah. It did, and Scully, you're fine with that. Yeah, good stuff. That's awesome. That is awesome. Alrighty. I mean,
So did you do a run buffer at the start before jumping with Kane, or did you just jump with Kane?
no, you just jump with it.
Okay.
You don't need to do any run buffers in this battle.
Okay. Alright, so I have a Valvolus menu save state. I might as well be over the top here and do another Valvolus fight. You can never have too many save states, if you ask me. So, alright.
Alrighty. Let her rip.
Indeed. Ripping shall occur.
Yes. Maximum ribbage.
So I'm going to go to cover. Okay. That's fine.
Perfect.
And then, oh, what does she do? Oh, slow. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I was like, wait, what does she do again?
So she'll do slow for her first 2 turns, and then after that, she just uses items. It's
Okay.
pointless to attack with her.
Yeah.
Dancing daggers from Cecil every time.
Oh, okay. I fought instead of daggers. I forgot. And then
Okay, that's
jump
fine.
with Kane.
Yeah.
Wait.
You're just going to do significantly less damage with attacks than you are with actually throwing it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Another slow from her, yeah.
That's a good damage on that jump.
Ooh, yeah. Anytime you get over 900 from a cane jump, that's basically a crit. That's something you love to see it, as they say.
Okay, so now Yang is gonna attack and do nothing, or not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at
At
this
least
point,
those text boxes are quick. So okay, I've got Rosa's turn here.
yeah, you can toss a cure 2 on. Oh, actually no, toss a heal on Yang.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Good call. Good call. Good call.
Oh, now I'll throw a Cure 2 on Cecil.
Perfect.
Oh, Dancing Dagger.
That one's almost 800 from Kane. Pretty good.
Well, he doesn't really need it.
Yeah, if not, then you can just save time by parrying with Rosa.
Gotcha.
Do not cure anybody but Cecil.
Gotcha. Yeah, like you said, he's the one who's taking all the damage essentially.
Yep, you're
Okay.
just. Oh wow! Damn. You know what, Yels? For your first time at Valvolus, you did an excellent job there.
Thanks.
That was an extremely good first crack at Valvolus. Now do it again.
Okie doke.
Yeah. So if you don't need to do anything with Rosa, just parry her off.
Okay, got it. So let's see if the music gets all wonky or not.
It might not be because there's an actual music switch here.
Oh, it's a little it's a little chunky now.
Oh, is it? Oh boy.
Yeah, oh
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was supposed to wait before that to see if Cecil got the weak or not, but he didn't. So
You are, and you lucked out.
Yeah, I lucked out. So yeah, apologies everybody for how this sounds. It sounds kind of crappy now, and that's because save states. Because save states on a Super Nintendo. Dancing Dagger. Slow number 2. Ooh, another good 4 digits.
Ooh, nice.
It's weird. It's like a channel. It's like a channel of audio is missing. Like So if do I need to parry to?
Yeah, parry. Just go ahead and parry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you do, never ever parry with Cecil. The reason being is that while he is in parry state, his passive ability to automatically cover homies in critical HP will be turned off.
Gotcha.
That is very, very bad for this battle.
Gotcha.
Even if you have to just burn, I would just hold A and just burn a fight command with him. Never parry with Cecil. This is going to be the same for the dolls fight too.
Gotcha. No, I thought I hit up. I thought I hit up to throw a dagger, and I didn't. And now I'm just going to attack.
That's fine. I mean, it's just not going to do as much damage. That's the only difference.
Just parry with her. Yeah, there we go.
Just parry. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. See, that's the nice thing. When I shouldn't say nice. I'm being facetious. When your character is in the state like Kane is, where he's one step away from that full petrification, he does not blink. His character does not blink when his turn comes up. So you just hear this da-da, but you don't see any. You don't have that visual cue.
Gotcha.
You just need to be mindful of that.
All right.
Ah, excellent. Excellent. Couple points of reference. Valvolus has 6,000 HP, so you're trying to amass 6,000 damage there. What was the other thing I was going to tell you? I forget. How you feeling? Do it again? Move on? What do you want to do?
I think I'll move on. I think I'm good.
Okay, I was going to say, yeah, don't
I don't want to push my luck, Like,
yeah, push. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, hey,
like 2 for
right
2. We're just gonna. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it seem like it's not a big deal.
Yeah. When that fight goes sideways, it goes sideways extremely quickly. So I mean, runs will rip to Valvolus when you're starting out. It's just the way it is. All right, so we got a whole bunch of mashing to go through here. Now, you know how normally in cutscenes where like they stay at an inn and there's a bunch of beds there at the inn and they each sleep in their own separate bed?
Uh-huh.
So once the screen fades to black, notice what happens here.
What item did I just get?
They all get out of the same bed.
Jeez.
You just got the magma key, which we're going to be using in very short order.
Okay.
So apparently all 5 of them decided to have a big old slumber party in the same bed.
Hey, I don't judge.
Hey, we're not judging.
Yeah.
We're not judging. All right. So what we're doing from here is so this is the bed chamber that you went to in the very beginning of the game. So just like you had to get used to walking in the opposite direction down Mount Ordeals, you're walking in pretty much the opposite direction of how you came in here in the first place. Alaskan Kingpin. Only this time when you get to this room here. Whoa, why did my screen go white like that?
The
it's buffering.
Just
Okay, okay.
buffered a little bit, that's all.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's okay.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. So when you get to this screen here, that's a real thing. Nice. You're just going to walk down and just walk straight down and out of the castle.
Okay. I like how the chest where we got the tent at the very beginning is still open.
Oh, yes. Okay, now, at this point, ideally, you're going to fly straight down to the town of Agart and you're going to toss in the magma key, which allows you to go to the underworld. But before we do that, this is your last chance right now to fix a bad bird.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get in our airship. Now, I'll show you how this should go. So here from Baron, normally you would fly straight down. There's the town of Agart right there. I like to park right there in the corner with those two towns. But that's not what we're doing here. Instead, we started up here. We're just going to fly right down here. This Chocobo Forest should look familiar. This is where we got the first Chocobo in the game from.
Yeah.
So you're going to park right here. And now, I don't want to do this because I know I have a good bird. But what you do is you park right next to the forest, turn on your Chocobars, because you're going to need those.
Yes, Chocobars. Where are my Chocobars? There they are. Okay. Chocobars.
Now walk into the forest, and you're just going to keep catching and releasing Chocobos until one is good. And as soon as it is, get back in your airship and fly down to Agart.
All right, so just press A immediately.
Yep, just mash A as soon as this comes up.
That one looked good.
That is a beautiful bird. All right, good. One and done. So leave the forest, get in your airship,
and now I'm going to
fly on down here.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I'll show you, I would try to park your airship right in this particular spot that I'm at.
Top right.
Yeah. And I'll show you why in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so land it. Go in the town. You're just going to go straight up into this building right here. Press A at the well, find your magma key. And then press A to toss it into the well. You can turn off your Chocobars now.
Oh, yes, thank you. You know, I've done
We're
that.
gonna go red.
I've done something similar to that with the Paladin run, because like as a guide for people that don't know why I keep resetting to try to get a specific seed, I show a little graphic that shows like the 1 steps, 10 steps, 8 steps thing, and I will sometimes forget to turn it back off after the run started, and it's like over part of the capture. And I'm just like,
press A through that text box there. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'll tell you what, because you had that little bit of latency, I'm feeling like there's a bit more of a buffer here between your speech and your game actions. I am going to reload VLC. I'm going to drop you and reload you here. So everybody bear with me just 1 second. Should stay cropped fine because I didn't change your window size this time. Because I remember last tutorial I resized the window and then I closed and reopened and you were all over the place. Yeah, but we're good this time. Okay.
Good.
Good.
All right. So
I saw you walk out of town.
You did. Now, so just go ahead and continue to watch what I'm doing. The reason why I like to do that, why I like to park here, is we're going to move 1 step right. We're going to get in the airship. Get in the airship, please. Thank you. Now, you want to land your airship in this gaping hole that you've created. And you can do so just by pressing up for a few frames and then pressing A to go in there. As opposed to parking on the other side of the town, we'd have to move up and then right and then do it. It just saves a little motion there.
Ah, yeah, like up and then A.
Up a little bit and then press
pretty
A.
Smooth, yeah.
Yeah.
Auto fly. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is just a cutscene here. You're not going to regain control for about another like 30 seconds or so.
Gotcha.
So we're just bashing here. Okay, now we're going to walk a couple steps left into this dwarf castle here, but there's a quick menu we need to do first. All right? And that menu is to go here and swap Sid and Cecil's spot. So Sid should be at the top. Oh, I'm sorry, Cecil should be at the top. Excuse me. The other thing that I would highly recommend doing here is saving your game.
Okay.
Because this is going to be the last opportunity that you're going to get to save before we go through the 64 door glitch. We're getting close, dude. We are getting close.
I'm getting excited.
Getting excited? Good.
Yeah, I am. So let's see.
All right.
So this is a.
I missed it. Did you do that menuing there, like I
It's
asked
a
you?
Dwarf Castle form. I'm making a save state here. So.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
save.
So swap those two. Again, saving your games, just something I recommend.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Alrighty.
We now need to set up those 64 stairs, like we said. So here's what we're gonna do. So we've walked into the dwarf castle. We are now on floor number 1. We walk through this door. We are now on floor number 2. We walk up here. We are on floor number 3. We walk down here. Now we're on 4. Walk up again. Now we're on 5. Walk down. Now it's 6. Walk up. Now it's 7. We're going to keep doing this until we get to 63. So 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'll stop counting here. So if you want to start doing this yourself, because this takes about a minute or so. Let's see.
Right.
13,
Yeah. So
14.
I don't want to interrupt you at the same time.
Oh no, that's fine. Go
But
ahead. If
the
you, as
first
long as you're
time
not
I got
counting
into the
out.
king's room, that's 3, right?
19. Yes.
Okay.
20. 21. 22. 23. 26. 27. Yes, I'm done. Where are you at?
53. 55. 57. 59. 61. 63. Okay, I have
Okay.
arrived in the king's room at 63.
Perfect. All right. Once you're at 63, you're going to walk straight up. And as soon as you get to that tile at the end of the opening, it's going to automatically start this cutscene here.
All right. I'll be honest, this is a fight that I've really been looking forward to learning. Because this is like one of my favorite songs in the game.
Yeah.
When we get there.
Your enthusiasm for this fight, the more you run this game, that is going to erode very, very quickly because this fight sucks.
I have no doubts. I'm hoping that it will buoy my spirits as I try to get good at the fight.
Right.
So I don't want to mash
Okay.
too much because I want to make a save state before the fight
Yeah.
starts.
So as soon as the dolls start dancing, stop mashing because there will be a couple text boxes before the fight starts. So when you see everything go purple and the dolls dance, you don't worry, you'll have an opportunity to lay down a save state before it thrusts you into the battle.
Gotcha.
In fact, I'm waiting here myself because I'll want to talk a little bit about what this battle is supposed to look like and what we're trying to do. Okay?
Okay.
Here's the deal. You've got 3 purple dolls, you've got 3 orange dolls. The orange dolls have 300 HP. The purple dolls have 1000 HP. It is of absolutely imperative importance that you never, ever have only one color of dolls remaining on the screen for too long, because if you do, then that's when you get Calcabrina, which is the big baby doll, and that is bad news. Bad news.
Gotcha.
We want to avoid that. Here's what we're going to do. Kane is going to jump primarily on the purple dolls.
Okay, you said the
Cecil-
purple have 1,000 and the...
The purple have 1000. The orange only have 300.
Okay.
Okay. Yo, what's... Oh, dude,
No
no
cash, no
cash.
cash.
What's up, man?
Love that dude.
Yo.
What's going on, man?
Yeah. Boy, I mean, no cash is a very, very seasoned veteran of this game. He's got a better time than I do in this category. So certainly any advice that he feels like giving would be A, welcome, and B, extremely valuable. So that's really cool, dude. Good to see you, No Cash. Anyway, so Kane is going to jump on the purple dolls. Cecil is going to use dancing daggers primarily in the beginning on the orange ones because he's usually going to be able to one-shot them. Yang is going to use his kick command exclusively, pretty much. What that's going to do is that's going to soften up the purple dolls to get them to die easier, but certainly on the orange ones as well, because a dancing dagger attack can do like 240, 250 or whatnot, but a kick or maybe 2 will clean that up.
Okay.
Now, what Rosa does here is pretty interesting. On her first turn, you're thanks, no Cash. Easier said than done, especially on this fight.
I like it.
On the first time you get to Rosa, she's going to cast slow on all of the enemies.
Okay.
The second time you get Rosa's turn, she is going to cast mute on the party. And I'll explain why that's important after this battle.
Okay.
Okay? But it's very important that you do not forget that step. So first turn, Rosa casts slow on everyone. Second Rosa turn, she casts mute on all of your party members. Then after that, Rosa doesn't do anything. She usually parries through. Maybe throw a Cure 2 on Cecil if you're feeling like he's getting low or things are getting dangerous. But other than that, Rosa doesn't do anything. Now, so what I typically like to do is I like to try to take out, because the purple dolls are going to be in the back row. The orange dolls are going to be in the front row. I usually like to take out the middle pair first, then the top pair, and leave the 2 on the bottom, the purple on the left and the orange on the right for those 2. Now, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to time it such that Kane is going to be in the air for a jump on that bottom purple doll. As he's up there, I'm going to queue up a dancing dagger command to throw it at the orange one up front. By this time, it's been kicked like 3 times, so the dancing dagger is guaranteed to kill it. The jump usually is going to kill that purple doll because, again, it's been softened up by a few kicks as well. But as a panic move, you're going to want to attack that doll with Yang just in case Kane doesn't get it.
Gotcha.
Now, you're also probably going to need to throw a strategic dancing dagger at a purple doll because Kane came up short on damage. You're going to need to parry through maybe to do this. It's a little fancy dancing, but like I told you before, whatever you do not parry with Cecil. That is very, very important.
Gotcha.
Okay?
And so
Yeah.
it makes sense since he's the one going to be covering Kane's shortfall with an extra dagger. So just, don't rush the parries.
All right. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to pray I don't mess this up and hopefully try to explain as best I can. Hold on, let me take a drink real quick. Okay. Ready? Let's go.
Ready.
Oh, I usually like to run buffer these first two as well.
Okay.
Nice. Here comes the slow.
When you do the slow, do you have to do any extra inputs, or does it automatically target everybody?
No, you got to press left to make sure it targets everyone.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, good. That didn't kill him. Okay. There comes the mute on everyone. If Kane is in the air when the mute spell goes off, that's not a problem.
Okay.
He doesn't need to be muted. Okay, I'm going to wait to see how Kane lands here. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a dancing dagger on this back one here. This is going to soften it up to the point that it's pretty much guaranteed that Kane's attack is going to kill it.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and use here too with there just in case. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, now we're going to queue up that dancing dagger. Boom. Land. Okay, an attack. That's not a problem because here comes that dancing dagger and death and beautiful. There we go.
Nice. Good stuff.
Okay. You got a safe state here?
I have a save state here. I have a
Give
save
it a
state
try.
exactly where I'm at. So
Yep.
I am run buffering the first 2 turns. I'm going to try
Yeah,
to do the same middle, top, bottom method that you just showed me there. So,
Yeah. I would say, I mean, definitely try to run buffer Kane, because Kane's going to go first. Definitely try to run buffer his jump. You're going to notice, so because there's 6 enemies here, you're going to notice that you're going to get hit like 5 or 6 times before you even do anything. That's what makes this fight so dangerous, is they can just like chew through your HP before you really even get a chance to fight back. Another thing you're going to notice is as soon as the battle screen comes up, you're going to feel like a definite delay there before you get Kane's turn. It's not going to be as fast as you're used to in other battles, so just kind of mentally prepare for that.
Gotcha.
But go for it. Let's see how you do.
Okay.
I mean, you crushed Valvolus the first time 2 times you did it. If you do it here with the dolls fight, then maybe you are blessed to run this game. So,
All right, here we go.
here we go. Nice. Okay, 860 from Kane is actually fine because he did another 80 with that kick from Yang, so you should be good.
Okay. So I'm gonna send a dagger up at the top doll now.
Yes, and now have Kane jump on the top purple doll.
Okay.
Perfect. Keep an eye on Cecil's HP.
Okay.
Okay.
So that should take care of that back one
This
there.
should work out because that kick. Okay, that's going to clean up that one.
I'm not sure what
Okay.
to do here.
Jump on the bottom one.
Okay.
Have Yang attack the top purple doll.
I'm gonna have Cecil heal himself.
Ooh,
Oh, Yang
okay,
died.
okay. Oh, Yang is dead. I would recommend picking him up with a life potion.
Okay. Oh, and now she's dead too.
Pick her up
okay.
with the life potion too, then.
I'll pick her up. And
Yeah.
pick him up.
Preferably,
as
you
well.
want all of your characters alive at the end of this battle.
Gotcha. Does it matter if Yang's not muted? Oh, he is muted still. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
So now go ahead and throw a dancing dagger at the orange one,
Mhm.
and then go ahead and just fight on the purple one, and you should be fine from here.
Okay. Oh nope. that's a rip.
Oh no!
That was really quick.
Okay. Yeah, it can be.
Okay.
So go ahead and reset.
Yep. All right. So let's see. Because there's no music change for this fight, I'm gonna come all the way back out here, so that I can get I'm just gonna get the music to change. Actually, no, because I have to do the whole. I'll do the fight with this music. I don't care.
Okay. Yeah.
It's better than the other music. So this is gonna be weird for folks. So we're gonna be. I probably should have done because of how the music hooks don't change. I probably should have done a save state while I was talking to the king.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think about that part because I was only thinking logically about when I need to do save states before fights. So
Of course.
we're gonna have the Dwarf Castle music while I try to do this fight. Let's try it again.
That's fun.
It's all good. This is totally normal.
So jump. Yeah, there you go. Just throw that dancing dagger as soon as you see it.
Oh jeez, Rosa's already dead. That's pretty low damage
Oh
as
no,
well.
that is very bad. You need to pick her up ASAP. Wow, that's just they are just not being nice here.
Pretty bad damage rolls all around here.
Yeah, oh my god.
I think I'm gonna throw a dagger at that back middle one again, because that just, like, I don't think...
Yeah, okay. So
Wait,
here,
she's
remember
still
slow.
got a slow, and that's part of the problem here, is that she didn't get that first slow off, so
No, she didn't.
we're getting destroyed as a result. I need him to
Keep an eye on Cecil's HP
yeah.
too.
Oh, and Rosa dies again.
Oh, why didn't she get covered?
I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, so that one
That's
was good.
interesting. All right, thanks, No Cash. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, wait.
Okay. Yeah. Oh God. Wait. You got to make sure she casts mute.
Oh, right. I didn't do the mute. Rats. Okay.
Yeah. Reset.
Yep.
Even though you're gonna get through this fight. Yeah, but you
Yeah.
didn't cast mute. Yeah, Rosa dying in the beginning was extremely unlucky.
Gotcha. I want to see what the music does here. All right, cool. I think I would almost rather fight with no music.
In silence.
Yeah, fight in silence rather than the Dwarf Castle music. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so because Rosa got bodied real quick, I did not get my 2 casts off.
Yeah, and that was just really unfortunate. So
Okay. The second run
yeah,
buffer just
don't
did
worry about the
nothing, yeah.
second run buffer.
Yeah.
Honestly, just focus on just Canes.
Okay.
And then as soon as you see Cecil for his second turn or for the next turn, just go into the menuing for the dancing dagger.
Gotcha.
There you go. Cool. All right, good. You
Oh,
one
nice
shot out
damage.
of that first one. That's great.
Good damage roll that time.
Oh, excellent. Nice.
Here come the slows. I have to remember the mute next turn. Good. Not item. Mute. Oh, jeez. Oh, you're right. I want to do a dancing dagger on the gray one to soften him up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
perfect.
Right. And then jump.
Okay. Jump. Yeah. Now, you're going to want to parry around.
Parry, right?
Turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
Wanna... Okay, well, I got lucky there. Oh, but now Yang is dead.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Just. I mean, at this point, you just got to roll with it.
Yeah.
Throw dancing dagger.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, there you go. You got through it. Now, again, I want you to do this fight again because ideally you want to get through this with everybody alive. And I'll explain the significance of that before we get into the next fight, which is like immediately after this.
Gotcha. Okay.
The fight with Golbez. So go ahead and do this fight again because it's good practice. But I at least want you to lay down a save state after this that has all 4 of your characters alive.
I'm with you. Okay. Well, keep going, keep cracking at this here.
Yeah. Hey, Wasteland Matt, thanks for the good luck.
Well, thank you so much. Oh, jeez. Good damage roll.
Yeah, Yang's second kick is going to take out that front one.
No. Stop.
Oh, perfect there. Rosa getting into crit because now she'll get covered by Cecil.
Yeah. I just completely froze on.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, dancing that. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Should I have killed the top one?
Yeah, I would have.
Okay.
But that's fine. You'll figure it out. You'll work your way through it.
She can just parry.
Oh boy, parry there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and dancing dagger the orange one, and then attack, with Cecil on the remaining doll, and you should be fine.
Attack with but Cecil did the.
Oh, I'm sorry. Attack with Kane.
Okay.
I meant.
All right.
Kane.
Cool. No worries.
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
So I have one here where everybody's alive.
Beautiful.
All right. Cool.
You want to just do the save state and let's move on?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I think we're good to continue here. So this save state is the Golbez fight?
Yes, this is for the Golbez fight.
Okay.
Okay. So, the dolls are going to disappear. Golbez is going to come down, talk to us for a few text boxes, and then it's immediately going to, you'll get the turn, and it'll go into the battle. While the screen is black, you're going to want to hold down and A. And the reason for this is that you're going to get Kane's turn first, and it's going to immediately go down to his jump command and select it.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. It only works like that if all of your characters are alive. If any of them are dead, you will need to run buffer that jump command for Kane, and the window for it is very tight. So, if you go into this with anybody dead, certainly you cannot have Cecil dead going into this fight. You just cannot. That's non-negotiable.
Okay.
If usually Yang or Rosa is going to be the one that will be dead, if any of them. If you go into this fight with one of them dead, you'll just need to make sure you nail that run buffer, because if you don't, this Golbez fight is going to take a lot longer and can potentially be dangerous.
Okay.
All right. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to hold down an A during the black screen. Kane is going to jump. Golbez is going to start to go through all of these text boxes. All right. During this time, do you have the document that I sent you that shows how your inventory needs to be arranged for the glitch?
I can go and grab it real quick.
You're going to want to pull that up right now, because we're going to want to start arranging those items during his text boxes. So go ahead and get that pulled up, and then you're going to see what this is going to look like on my side. Because, I mean, literally, you've got like 8 text boxes that he goes through. You might as well use this time to start moving things around. I know you said, oh, yeah, I want to wait until, I get a little better for the inventory management. But for here, you definitely want to do it, because it's going to save you a lot of time.
Okay.
Let me know when you have that document up.
I see an inventory setup document here.
It says like Kier 13, Fireclaw 68, Paladin 6.
Yep.
All that stuff. Okay, here we go. All right. So, everything turns blue. Here comes Golbez. A few text boxes. Screen is black. I'm holding down an A. There's the jump. Now, Cecil, items here. We're going to move that cure staff up there. We're going to
I gotta wait until he says ha 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 before.
we're gonna put the fire sword on him. Let's see here. Where are those 68 fire claws? There they are.
And you're dropping out of the item menu after each change so that he keeps talking, right?
Correct.
And the Paladin 6 is specifically the Paladin armor?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when you see Cecil, you're going to attack. You're going to, or select the fight command.
Gotcha.
Now, ideally, this is, let's see if this goes right. You're going to get the Dragon Mist attack. It's going to do, oh, that's a low roll. Kane now lands, does a ton of damage, and then Cecil cleans it up. All right.
It's a ton of
Golbez
damage.
has 3,000 HP. The majority of that obviously is going to come from Kane's jump. But you're hoping that between quote unquote Rydia's dragon,
Who?
Kane's jump, and Cecil's fire sword attack that you do 3,000.
Gotcha.
If you don't, then you just got to do like another attack or something like that, and you usually are fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And
so,
and you how much, like, you weren't able to get all of this inventory management done, or like you were setting up other bits of it earlier?
no,
on?
I set up. See, here's the thing. I had already set up my bottom part. In fact, I finished setting up the bottom part during Kainatsu.
Gotcha.
Because I just want to get that stuff out of the way, and that's the first opportunity you really have to do it. I usually, actually, what I like to do is, if I get the opportunity, I'd like to set it up during Valvalus's death animation, but I didn't do that because I was focusing more on teaching you and showing you how to get through the fight.
I gotcha.
If you don't set up in fact, you know what? For the time being, don't worry about trying to move stuff here. You can always just take a menu afterwards, and we'll make 100% sure that everything looks good. So just go ahead and focus on doing the fight.
Okay.
Okay?
Can do. All right. So.
And again, as far as what you actually need to do with the fight itself, it's pretty simple.
Right. I'm just
So
holding,
remember, when
I'm
the
holding.
screen goes black, you're
Yeah.
gonna hold down an A until Kane is in the air.
Okay.
Or until Kane has selected jump. Then you can let it go.
Okay. Oops, I attacked with Cecil. Shoot. I think
Yeah.
I was supposed to not do that, right?
That's fine. Just go ahead and parry around to Cecil if you can.
Okay.
Okay, so you see how he used that hold gas ability and it seemed like nothing happened?
Yeah.
The reason why nothing happened is because of the mute status on all of your characters. There is a hierarchy of oh, hold on, wait a minute. I'll let me hold that thought.
Yeah, I don't have his turn back, so
Okay, I would reset this.
yeah.
Yeah, because you missed there.
I wonder if that I missed because I also attacked with Cecil and messed the whole
Most
thing.
likely.
Okay. All right. Let's smash through this text again. Yeah, I held. You said hold down an A until he was jumping, and then I finished that, and I let go of down, but I didn't let go of A.
Oh no.
And that was the problem. Come on, both hands. Okay.
Now, the only thing that you need to do here is you need to equip the fire sword on Cecil.
Okay.
So take one of these opportunities during these text boxes to do that. Oh, it's right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Good.
Lucky
Now,
me.
do not use the fight command until you see, and that's the reason why it messed up, is because you used the fight command with Cecil too early.
Gotcha. So I'm waiting for.
So you're going to get 2 demolishes.
Mm-hmm.
There's 1. There's 2. And then when you see and you Cecil, then just go ahead and fight. If you fighting the dragon is fine. It will be gone by the time your attack comes out.
Gotcha.
So you'll be good. All right, let's see how you do here with your rolls.
The 856.
Ooh, the 800 is good for that. Yeah, okay. You should be fine. I think you are. 815. Yeah, that's 3100. Yep.
Nice.
Good.
Cool.
All right.
All right. So yeah, let's keep on rocking and rolling.
Move on. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're about to get to the good stuff.
Yeah. So now I believe is where I have to do I have to do my item shuffle.
Yeah. We're gonna take a menu to do that
Okay.
outside of battle. That's fine.
Which is
We're just smashing
fine.
through
It's-
text. Go ahead. Sorry.
I would say that's perfectly fine. That's it's definitely the sort of thing where I'm gonna need to build in my practice menuing to include prep. Like so, when I go back and work on my Kainazo save state, I'll work on incorporating that menuing during the death animation and stuff. So
Yeah, you can.
yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and keep mashing through here.
Oh yep. It's a hand. Or at least it's a glove. He took the crystal.
Yeah. Well, we have ways of dealing with this. Crab hand. Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
All right. So here we go. So let's go into the item menu. Here's what it needs to look like. In your top row, in your top row, left side, 13 cure staffs, right side, 68 fire claws.
Not the duped fire claw, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Second row, left side, 6 paladin armors, right side does not matter.
Okay.
Okay. Third row, left side does not matter, right side 13 cure staffs.
Alrighty.
Okay. Fourth row, left side, square 4 fire claws. Right side, 13 cure staffs.
Okay.
Okay. That does it for the top part. Now we're going to go all the way down to the bottom. Second to last row. Left side does not matter. Right side, 13 cure staffs. Okay. What I would do now is I would move that sort up.
I've been doing during the Octomam fight
Yes.
in
I do
recent
the exact
attempts.
same thing.
Yeah, I've been shifting that up Not because I knew what it was doing, but only because I've seen you do it. It's like,
Yeah,
I should do that just in case.
exactly.
All right.
Exactly. Yeah, straight up witchcraft is indeed about to happen. And then your bottom row here, left side, 57 ice claws. And then right side, that one staff.
Okay.
Okay?
Got
You
it.
look good.
Thanks.
And your menu is proper too. Okay. Go down to your custom menu here. Battle speed all the way up to 6. Window color. Red stays at 0 where it is. Green, you're going to move it over 1, 2, 3 ticks.
Okay.
Blue, you're going to take it all the way down to 0 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 ticks.
Alrighty.
And you should get this nice, like, putrid green color. At least that's how it looks on my side.
Yep.
Okay. Now, we are going to go to Rydia's magic menu, and we are going to cast Warp.
Oh, hey. The crystal's still here.
Get it. That's actually extremely important that you get this. Okay. Yels, you're about to embark on an incredible journey through a whole bunch of trippy shit. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm so ready for this part.
Before we do this, I cannot overstate how, like, Fabergé egg fragile this whole thing is that we are about to do. There is, so obviously you want to lay down a save state. There's no question about that. But when you're doing this, as long as you follow the steps, you're fine. But it can be tough. Oh, trippy stuff is about to happen. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You're going to walk out of here. You're going to get pushed once, twice through, and then the third time, you're going to be here. So what we're looking at here is, this is Cockle, the blacksmith's house. He's in the southern part of the underground. This is where you go to take the adamant and the legend sword and forge them into Excalibur. That's what's going on here.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a step to the left and we're going to go to the next screen. We're going to do that a second time and now a third time. We're going to get pushed a third time, and then we're going to end up here in what I like to call the mage room. I'll go ahead and wait here.
Okay. I'm going to go left.
So left 3
Left.
times.
Left. Pushed. Okay. Mage room.
Okay, good. You're with me so far. You're going to take one step down and then move all the way to the left here into the shadow, and it's going to take you back to the mage room again.
All right.
Now you're just going to walk straight left, and this is going to put you into the sealed cave.
Sealed cave.
Take one step left and then try to walk up to the door, and here you'll trigger the cutscene. You'll just mash through this text. The whole point of doing this cutscene here, or why we make a pit stop here, is because we have 5 characters in our party, but we want to add Fusoya. In order to do that, we need to get rid of a character. This cutscene gets rid of Cain. We can only get rid of Cain in this cutscene if we have the Dark Crystal, because in the cutscene, he steals it from the party.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I'm with you.
All right. Now that the cutscene's over, you leave through the bottom here. It's going to put you right back into the mage room. Okay? From here, you're going to walk up. You're going to get pushed twice and back to good old Cockle's house. Okay?
All right, I'm there.
Okay? Left once, twice, 3 times a lady. Push, a third push, back in the mage room. Yes, Yang cosplaying Edge, of course. Okay, you're back in the major. Okay, now, this next part you have to pay attention to, because here's where you can actually get variance at this point. When you leave here, there's a chance that you get pushed in the next room, and there's a chance that you don't. So let's see what happens to me.
Okay.
Okay, I got pushed. I want you to do it. I want to see what happens to you.
All right. So I'm gonna walk up, right?
Yeah, walk up and out.
I did not get pushed.
Okay, walk up.
Okay.
All right, now, so if you don't get pushed, you need to walk up. Once you get to Cockle's house, you're going to go up, then left, then up, and then from here, you're going to go left for about the next, 30 screens.
Okay.
Okay?
So I'm going up.
So you'll go up.
And then left. And then up.
Yep.
And now left for a while.
Yep, you can just hold left here. You'll probably go through, I'd say, about 30 screens here.
Okay.
You're just going to keep seeing Cockle's house, and then eventually you're going to see it's like a room, it's got like a fireplace, there's a bomb in there or whatnot. You'll go left, you'll go back to Cockle's house for one more screen and go left, and then after that you'll be in Fusoya's palace. Let me just tell you, between the in and out that's going on the VLC that I'm watching, the in and out that's going on RGL's stream that I'm watching, and the in and out that's going on the TV that I've got going on here, I've got 5 of these screens wiping in and out, and none of them are in sync. It is very strange.
All right. So I saw. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm here with you in
Excellent. All right.
Fusoya's palace.
So we are going to walk down to this point right here, and this is what's going to trigger the cutscene to give us Fusoya. The screens, yeah, it does. That's a good call, Des. It looks like they're doing the wave. Oh, excuse me. All right, so we got a decent amount of mashing to go through here. All right, let me know when you're done with your once Fu has joined your party.
Mm-hmm. Lunarian Fusoya joined.
Okay, now hold on a second. I am putting a link in chat that you need to click on. You're going to want to have that window open. But before we do anything with that, we have some very important menuing to do here. Okay?
Alrighty.
The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go into your item menu, and you're going to take these 2 items up top, the 13 Cure Rods and the 68 Fire Claws, and you're just going to swap their positions. And that's all you do here. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the magic menu for Fusoya. We need to rearrange some of these spells that he has in his magic inventory, both white and black. The first thing we want to do is we want to take Life 1. You want to move it down to the empty slot here on the left. Now we're going to take this Mute spell. We're going to move this to the empty slot on the bottom in the middle. And then we're going to take Slow, and we're going to move it to this empty slot here on the right. Okay? From here, because Fusoya knows both white and black magic, if you press X, it will automatically flip over to his black magic menu.
Oh, neat.
And where we're at as far as our cursor is extremely convenient because we're pointing at Nuke. We want to just take Nuke, press down so that we can highlight Warp here, and swap those 2. and then right below it, fire 2, and then the spell below that one, ice 2. We want to flip those 2 around.
Okay.
Okay?
Do you want to see both
Now.
of my magic menus to make sure I've got this right?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's do it.
So here's white.
Life at the bottom, mute. Perfect. Okay.
And here's
Let's
black.
let's. Brilliant. You look great.
Okay.
All right. Now we're going to go to our custom menu here, and we're going to take our battle speed back down to 1.
Okay.
Okay. Now, did you click on that I put in chat?
I have the bacon.
Type in your current time there on your timer. I've got 3:38. Ooh, nice.
So
3:38.
do I
is
put it with
wide
the colon or?
Oh, I'm sorry. I want to look at yours. So you're at 3:11. Wait until your timer gets to 3:12.
Oh yeah, I see
Okay.
that. Okay. Now where do I want
So
to
what
be for this?
So what okay, so here's what you're gonna do. When your timer gets to 3:12, you're gonna leave.
Mm-hmm.
No. No.
Did you get baconed?
How did I bacon? I don't understand that.
That's weird.
Okay, so go up. Go up.
Up. And now I'm gonna go left.
Yeah, okay, so you made it through. Okay, good. So you're gonna go left a bunch.
So and I
Just keep
see-
going left.
Should I be holding left or should I be tapping left?
Yeah, just hold left.
Because I see like the next note on the sheet is inside the dwarf
Yeah.
castle.
Okay, so now you're just gonna get pushed a bunch.
Okay.
All right, so eventually you're gonna get dumped out right here. You're gonna go down these stairs.
All right.
Then you're gonna go into Fusoya's magic menu.
Oh hey.
You're gonna go to his white magic. You're gonna take that hold spell, and you're gonna swap it with Upco, which is in the bot. There you go. Perfect. All right. Now cast exit.
Oh hey, accident.
Oh yeah, yeah. Alrighty. So now you're gonna move 1 step to the right and 1 step to the left. And if everything went well,
Oh hey.
you're in Zeramus's palace. Now, don't do what I did in my PB and be so excited that I got through there that it went up and I tried to talk to Zemus. Instead, you're gonna try to walk down those stairs in the middle, and that's what's gonna trigger the cutscene.
Okay. So left and down.
Yeah, there you go. Now you are home free. You have made it through the glitch.
Nice.
Pretty much the only thing left that you need to do at this point is cast Upco.
And hold run, right? Do I want to? Do I?
Yes, I mean, technically you don't need to do that.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
But
It's not
yeah.
not mandatory. And
No.
Upco was white magic, so I just go down to white and just select what I have got at my very first slot, essentially.
So what you're gonna do is, so you're gonna Fusoya's turn first. You're gonna select his white magic, and Upco's gonna be right there up top. So basically, as soon as you select white, just mash A, and then you're good.
Okay.
The bounds are from 1,600 to 2,300.
All right. This is like Sid's Meteo damage, right?
Yep, yeah, we're playing the Meteo game because you got here.
It's exciting.
All right, if Exodus, if you have a more accurate value on that, then by all means. So you might have seen Exodus refer to something here. What he called 12 item, which is, a way of getting to and through this glitch. What I taught you is the 9 item route. This was supposed to be the faster route of the two a while back, so that's why I learned it. It's since been discovered that the 12 item route can be a little faster. I don't know how to do that, which is why I didn't teach it to you.
No worries.
So, but this will be good to kind of, just to get you through it. If you want to learn the other route, then that'll be for another time. Alrighty, let's see here. I see Sid's roll being 1814. That is going to be Scala.
Yeah. GG Scala.
Math, I like that. Yep, yeah. That's basically what you did. All right, yeah. So once the next battle screen comes up, you're going to hold down run, and you're not going to let it go until after Zeromus is done, after he's done with his shake, which and that is going to occur after the images of Golbez and Fusoya disappear.
Okay.
See, that's so weird. I went in at 338 is literally wide open, and 339 doesn't have any bacon spots until like the 47th second. I know I went in before that. Unless I completely read my time wrong. That's really strange. Huh.
Weird.
Interesting. And it all says push through automatically too. So what might happen sometimes is when you go through that room, if you get into it at a safe spot, you can't move. But that's not a soft lock. If you can what you want to do in that case is you want to attempt to cast warp with Rydia, and that will get you through. If you can walk up, great. If not, cast warp with Rydia, and that will get you through instead, assuming you didn't bacon.
Gotcha.
If you did, then you can try as a last ditch effort to try to cast exit with Cecil, but very often if warp doesn't work, exit won't either. All right, so you're getting pretty close to the point where you will release your running, cast your upco. No, it's not that it goes to a non-existent floor. It just gets to an area in that floor where the game doesn't like it, and you just lock up. Yeah, that's so strange. Oh well, whatever. Alrighty. Now, time is as soon as Zeromus' sprite disappears.
Nice.
And there it is.
Baby's first upgo.
Very good. GG, Nick, you have completed the 64 door glitch.
Hooray!
Hooray!
It's exciting.
It is exciting. Oh, I was super stoked when I first learned this and pulled it off and did all that. It's really cool. So, indeed. Well, Yels, you got through your first 64 door glitch. Fusoya, your thoughts? Well done. All right. Well, there it is.
The whole kit.
We have done it.
Yeah. And now I've got save states where I can practice stuff.
You can. Yes, indeed. Well, very good. Well, I was happy to do this for you and with you because I know how excited you were to do this, and I'm glad that we had the opportunity. But now comes the hard part. Now comes to grinding it all out, making it all fluid, and then of course putting it all together for a run, which is easier said than done, especially for a speed run that's going to take you over 2 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that is now up to you to do. Um, so yeah, folks, if you are not already following my man yelsraek, you definitely want to make sure that you're doing that. Yo, Mokura third, excuse me. Oh, with the gift sub to Scala, very nice.
Yeah, thank you so much
Thank
for
you very much
gifting
for
that
that.
sub to Scala. That's
And
wonderful.
let's get some retro wins in chat as well. So yeah, if you're not following Yels, please do so, because I'm going to make an educated guess that we're going to be seeing a lot of Final Fantasy IV content on his channel in the near future as he tries to put together these runs, and we definitely want to support him in that endeavor. So make sure to follow. Absolutely.
And don't forget to also follow my wonderful teacher, Mr. Von Ivan himself.
So you might not see as much Final Fantasy IV content in the near future, but there will be some. How raceable is this category? I mean, you can. It's just you have to be careful of that. You have to be careful of that. What we call the IGT room, which stands for in-game timer, that is by far the stickiest point of the run, where you've really got the potential to just ruin it. So even if you're doing the 12 item route, where you have an opportunity actually to save in the middle of the glitch, you still can run into that problem. Now, obviously, a save in the middle there isn't nearly as costly as it is in what we did here, but it is still something that can be problematic. So yes, you can race it. In fact, the very first live marathon that I ever did was a 4-way race of this category. It was myself, Couch23, Sonny Wrath 11, and oh shit, let's see if that happened. Sonny Wrath 11 and Penguinator. Okay, none of my saves got wiped. That's good.
Oh yeah, I've heard that's a side effect of the bacon, is that you can lose.
Well, see,
stuff.
Not nearly as big a deal for you because you have an SD2 SNES, so you can just back up your ROMs and your SRAMs for saving, so that if it does wipe on your cartridge, all you got to do is just load them back onto the card. But for me, I've got just an actual Final Fantasy II cartridge, so if they wipe on mine, I've got to set that stuff up again, all over again, manually. And let me tell you, it's a big pain in the butt. Anyway, so we're doing this 4-way race. I'm the first person to get through Golbez, so I'm in the lead going into the glitch. I unfortunately did not arrange. I messed up with arranging the top items in my menu. Oh, maybe it's such a high timer. Yeah, I mean, I was at like 3 something. Obviously, when you get there, Yels, you're going to be somewhere, especially once you start to really get good, you're going to get to that room and your IGT is going to be like 140s. So that's more, maybe the 150s. That's more of what you can expect. Yeah, with mine being so high, it's entirely possible there was a bad value. Anyway, back to the race. First to go into the glitch, I didn't arrange the top items in my menu properly. The second room that I go through in the glitch warps me into a wall and I can't move.
Oh no.
And I have to reset, and it cost me like 8 minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that was my very first marathon run, was getting into the glitch in the lead and then immediately coughing it up because of my own mistake and coming in last. So, yeah. So it happens. It happened to me. It was highly embarrassing. But you know, you move on, you get better, and yeah, I've certainly had plenty more. Oh, that's a time spent on the.
So you didn't biff the game timer. You biffed the load game.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, because I was sitting here, because when I was waiting for the stream to start, I must have been sitting on that save screen for I don't know how many minutes.
True. Whereas I just loaded a save
That didn't
state.
even
So
occur to me. Oh, okay, that explains it. So that's good to note. So when you do the mist clip, and after you press A on the title screen, you need to make sure that you are mashing A when it gets to that save screen. Because even if you're on it for how long, accident? Like if you're on it for like a second or two, it can cause the issue. It's not a very long amount of time at all. So yeah, but that's I totally forgot about that. That's really important. Get through that save screen pronto. You can just hold A. Oh, okay, there you go.
And this is when you're saving the game, not when you're loading the game?
No, it is when you're loading. So you step onto Mist, you save, you reset, title screen comes up, you press A, and then it's on your the screen there with your which save file it wants you to select to load.
Gotcha.
That screen there, you need to get through that screen ASAP, because if you stay on it for, you know, I think it's even just like a second or two, that can cause what you saw happen to me right there.
Gotcha. So after the reset, when you first press A, Accident is saying you can in theory just press and hold A down, and you'll get there in the.
No, you don't need to press down. If you soft reset after that save, your cursor is already going to be on the last file where you saved.
Oh,
so essentially, so after you hit that soft reset, here, let me show you here. It'll look like this. In fact, you know what? I'll bet you if I wanted to, I could go through the glitch now. Obviously, we're not going to stay on stream long enough to do that, but but I could, because I just mashed it there. Shit, I totally. If I would have remembered that, I would have just done a soft reset right there at that save, and I would have been fine. Totally forgot. Oh well, that's my. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, okay. So there you go. You just hold A. I've always mashed A, but I guess you could hold A too. That works as well. So yeah. So there it is. We have gotten Yels successfully through the glitch. We've gotten him to cast Upco. I consider this a success. So I hope you do too, because that's really cool that you're able to do it. You also showed some really good promise with those boss fights as far as getting the hang of them. So I have a feeling you're going to be in really good shape when it comes to really working on this run and doing what you need to do there. So GG, yelsraek. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing full runs of this game, of this category. And I've got my save states ready, so now, like, armed with knowledge of these new boss fights, and again with this tutorial, the VOD of this tutorial to lean upon, I will be able to go back if I forget anything, and I'll make some notes, because like I mentioned, like if I sat here and took notes as you were explaining this to me, we'd be here for 10 hours. But I can go back at my leisure and now work on putting notes together for what I should do, and taking better advantage of the menuing time that the game gives me, since the tutorial was better served for me to just focus on the boss fights themselves. And also, I didn't open the glitch path and the inventory setup document until we got to that point, so I didn't know what I was supposed to be menuing anyway. But yeah, we're good. I'm looking forward to putting this together and coming up with a good time.
Awesome. Good stuff, man.
Thanks so much,
Alrighty.
Vonnie.
Well, yeah, absolutely. It was my pleasure. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do in the future. But with that, I think we're pretty much done here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All righty. Well, again, everyone, thank you so much for watching. We do have some events coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this in here because we got something coming up on Saturday afternoon. Our Baseball Stars 2 versus One Night Only tournament. If that's something that grabs your fancy, be sure to make yourself a member of our RGL TV events Discord because we got information there. That's where we're going to be. That's going to be our gathering spot for getting ready for that event. So you'll need to be in there. If you want to just watch instead, that's awesome too. We could use an audience. So be sure to tune in and check that out because the versus One Night Only tournaments are always so much fun. Last week, we did the Puzzle Fighter tournament. That was cool. The week before that, we did the Windjammers versus One Night Only tournament. That was a lot of fun. So these versus formats are actually really, really cool. So please make a note to check that out. Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, Baseball Stars 2 versus One Night Only tournament. It's going to be hype. So yeah. So again, thanks everyone for watching. And we'll hope to see you around soon. Till next time, take care, folks.
Yeah, take care.